Now go.
We start off with the.
Well, it is not Tuesday again yet. But we're kind of Tuesday and a half.
Yeah, we don't start with that one when it's not Tuesday.
No.
It's not
Say
Tuesday.
Tuesday, and then you'll just believe it is.
Yeah, it's on Tuesday.
Welcome back to the 3-Star channel, where the content is exactly what you expect it to be.
Exactly 3-star quality.
Yeah.
Although that may be highballing a little bit.
Our recap is going to be brought to you by our lovely bucket.
He's not a bucket. He's not an item. He's a
Accessory.
person.
Accessory.
He's not an accessory either.
Last time on Journey to the Fae, we got off the boat.
We got off the boat. Yeah.
We got off the
There's
boat.
everything that happened on the
We
boat.
got off the boat. Casually, there may be a hostage situation. We don't know. That's what other people
We
think.
have currently found our way to the camp of Scaramush's Blood Order. However, Aramis is not a diplomat or a great public speaker. And in his attempts to alleviate the situation, he could have very possibly made it significantly worse.
Aramis has now become a lord, but has never gone through etiquette classes in his life.
Will cooler heads prevail, or will we be filled with crossbow boats by people who are going to become werewolves one day? Find out in today's brilliant episode of Journey to the Fae.
Also, we have a guest star today. She's not really going to be doing much. You just saw like this. Yeah.
It's not much better.
It's not much better. Here, this is better. Do you want your face shot or not? I should have asked before we started. All right, never mind. It's just a person that's here. Don't worry about it. But would have shut up, no one would have known anything.
Sunflower, can you just go with that?
To be fair, we turn into more than just werewolves
Yeah, you also turn into vampires or something.
You also turn
and archfey and just the fathomless
Or just dead.
and dead or
You could just be dead, you know?
Oh, shit.
Or you should go clinically,
things.
or
Thank
you
you.
could just go clinically insane because your friend died.
Yeah.
Or you can turn into a traitor's bitch queen.
You guys are literally the definition of die a hero or live long enough to become the twin.
No, we're actually the literal definition of
I
we
think
save the
that's
world
right.
from the monsters, but we'll turn ourselves into them just to save you from them.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
save the
exactly.
world from monsters, but at what cost?
So by becoming the monsters that we slay, so there's always balance in the
But-
universe.
Everybody, to our DM.
So. Do we need to re-describe the scene?
We are all like this.
No, not.
What are
You're
you-
sitting on an owlbear reading a book.
Like your walk-in order.
You're not on an owlbear reading a book.
Yes,
you
I
never got out of Aramis.
I got on top of owlbear because Aramis was walking next to me on the way back.
We went through the trees and we haven't left
Yeah,
the
yeah.
trees.
Yeah.
You are
Never
in
mind.
Aramis.
Aramis reading the book. Owlbear's in
So
the
you
back.
put air.
And Scaras is like here. We got into a clearing, so like we're kind of we literally
Pushing this.
we literally just got out of the tree. So I mean, we could be like slightly spread out, not straight in a line, but like we were stop.
was kind of behind.
Great balance.
But we're like that. Ish.
I'm standing on top of Aramis.
Yes.
You are perched on top of a rock on top of my head.
We are like that.
They can see in that.
Well, it's better than just having
Giving them
your
a
ass
closer up.
posted up.
They can actually see it with it just being there.
I was giving you close ups.
Besides, there's a lot of horns on my helmet. That probably
Okay, so do we need to recap the very last series movement that had occurred? Where Aramis was like,
We have Prince Scaramouche.
I thought I did a good job.
You did great.
Honey, you went. We have Prince Scaramouche. You sounded so like literally, guy, looking at us. What are you here for? We have Prince Scaramouche.
Okay.
Hostage
but-
situation. We're changing the prince.
And then I casually went, give me Hajime.
Okay, but if I was holding you hostage, do you really think I'd put my hands in the air?
Do you think these people chilling in the wastelands know half the shit about what actually happens on the other side of the prison?
No.
All right,
no,
zone it back in.
No, this was literally just trying to ask.
No, I thought that hands up was the universal sign of I have no ill intent towards you.
Hands up typically means I have no ill intent or I did something wrong, please don't shoot.
or I'm faking you,
Party.
and I am still going to shoot, or someone else is going to shoot, and this is a signal to them.
Or party.
Or I'm a wizard and I can still attack you with my hands up.
Well, no, I need.
Eula, I can attack you with this dummy thick butt.
No, somatic components are a thing, and I can't cast without, wiggling my hands and waving my arms.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a wizard and I can still firebolt.
All right, you can't just cast fireball by wiggling your toes.
I see firebolt.
Bolt.
No, listen.
That you can literally like.
You can't just cast a spell by wiggling your toes and doing an armpit fart move.
Why
You
not?
can if you're
Why
a
not?
sorcerer.
I can cast a spell by going slice.
It's because our spells are a little bit harder. Too.
Yeah, it's
I also have
Ours are
firebolt.
actually developed.
I also have spells. Fuck y'all.
Oh yeah, what spells?
Not as high as y'all, but I have spells.
She has spelled cut. I cast cut.
I cast emo.
Okay, but let's go back to the DM.
Super effective.
I have 7 cantrips.
Well, 7. Woo.
That's a lot.
I have 8.
I'm pretty sure I've only got 6.
I've learned those some new ones recently.
I'm not a spellcaster and I have 3.
Anyways. Are we done with the spell book measuring contest over there?
I think I won.
So fuck you.
you.
It's a wizard. It's literally my whole deal.
I know you're great. I love you.
Mhm.
I sold my soul to get special stuff though.
You can also train with other people and learn their spells, right?
Yeah, that's what I do.
I may also have magic cancer in my soul, so that's a cool thing.
Magic.
Oh my god.
Once we get
Your
to the
spell
DM,
slots are just the your spell slots are just your magic tumors that you're using.
You have a point of exhaustion.
Yes.
The 20%.
You have a point of exhaustion.
Yeah, no, I didn't list.
Sick.
God damn it, don't do this again.
Don't do this again.
Don't do this
Yeah,
again.
move this
I'll
house.
text you when I am ready.
Don't do this again.
No.
To the DM.
So let's do a casual recap. Y'all are saying, yeah, I know. I'm gonna so I can get
Doing-
you movement.
I'm getting it again.
He wants to recap first. Yeah.
Yeah, like literally act it back out. Because we gotta remember, they had just walked through a forest filled to the literal brim with booby traps, almost kissed an axe with their face.
I stopped it with my sword.
And then pop up on a very casual, cozy, what appears to be like a log hunting cabin, honestly. Although they can't really see much of it, they see mostly the wall.
Pointy stick wall.
They've also spotted a few individuals.
4.
You are not paying them any attention.
I remember
So-
what of me.
4 people. A 5th one had just popped out to go obtain Padme as per Scaramouche's request. And you had noticed a little bit. So, y'all are currently just staring.
I'm reading my book.
4 people pointed crossbows, just at you.
Was I supposed to not? Oh, I was supposed to not do it. Shit.
Quickly went and whispered to Aramis, "Are we making this a hostage situation?"
No,
Let's whisper.
no, you're not making this a
An extra person has aimed towards you.
No,
That popped out from probably about 10 feet from you.
no, this is not a hostage.
So I see that we're learning stealth and archery right now. This is talking to the person. You said there's someone like right in front of Scaras. So
Nope, 10 feet from Kai.
Do you want to give us some
Yeah.
things and we can?
no, but you said there's someone like walked right out in front of us, didn't you?
No.
Yeah.
Then who was the one that sent someone else away? Where's that
The
one?
one on top of the wall.
Oh,
On the wall.
So the walls are right here.
There's many.
Can you hand us a thingy for two tower like your dice thingies?
No, because I don't have them. They're behind it.
There's one.
Denver.
Anyway,
3 people were on top of this. Pull it back a little bit. You guys are about 15 feet from it. There's one person 10 feet from Kai.
this is fine.
One person on the other side of Aramis, like 5 feet from him, with a sword drawn. and one person in a tree above you guys.
Above us. That's not above us.
That's,
Do we have
that's
anything
my
to
raised
do with that?
platform for right now.
Don't have anything rated, but.
I just meant we came out the tree there.
Money.
I don't know if there's a tree.
You guys are still kind of at the edge of the trees. You guys aren't far.
So right here?
Scoot it back just a tad, like think above his down. Good enough.
Okay.
And,
So I talked to the one that's right there.
Mhm.
I was like, so I see you guys are learning stealth and archery right now. Yeah, just keep looking at him. I'm like, oh, we're learning not to talk to strangers. Good job. Good job. We're doing great.
Turn page.
Shit, you knocked him off. This one is gonna.
No, he died.
Where's that one come out?
I think it's
Mhm.
the
Pointed
Pyramid.
towards the bucket on a tree on the other side.
Quit's giving us raised things. We're running out of raised things.
Give me a bunch of your D6s.
Use a spackle.
Bet I can.
Here,
There
here's
you
three.
That's what I-
We're super professional here.
They were definitely prepared for this session.
So,
Also pointed at the bucket.
The buckets are hands up. There's a set of hands up. There's a set of hands right here reading a book.
So how long before Hajime comes out here? I guess because he's 15 feet away, I'm not just talking like that. I'm not yelling. It's like, so how long until Hajime makes it?
Until
15 feet
he
isn't that
deems
far.
that you don't have to wait anymore.
No,
15
that
feet.
sounds like
It's
him.
from there to the chair.
So can we
Yeah,
like
but
sit
he's
on
also
the
on the
ground or
Yeah.
something? Or are we just sort of standing here?
Just stand still.
I'd permit you to sit on the ground if you wanted to be bound.
well, someone likes to do that.
Kinky.
I mean,
Kinky.
it makes you feel better, dude. I got an active
Was,
imagination.
was there any reaction? to the fact that the bucket had two voices? Was there any reaction to the bucket having two voices?
They're saying two completely different things.
It's saying
Kids,
two completely
Eula
different
said kinky.
Okay.
things.
This one?
Another one.
I think she just went sitting on the wall and all of a sudden they're like,
They just keep popping up.
Y'all are fucking rabbits.
I mean, there's only half.
Okay,
of
man.
See,
If
yes.
6 arrows were, if 6 bows were gonna do the job, do you think a 7 one would have really added much?
Where's the next one?
How many can we pull out? You make us wait. We're just gonna pull them all out of the woodworks.
how many can we get before Hajime finally shows up?
Do I still notice how many you said I noticed?
Some of these are not in the initial 12 you
Okay.
noticed.
So I'm like, these are not how many I noticed from the start.
No, one of them left.
There are a
All
lot
right,
less
I
than
didn't
how
mean to
many I noticed.
antagonize. I have humor as a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
You guys probably know how it is.
Sure, they know how it is. Turn page.
Yes, I could book.
Yeah,
What the fuck were you reading?
I want
Reading my
to.
one book.
I want to keep
No,
saying snarky
no.
things, but I also don't want to get shot. So.
Aramis, please just stop.
Oh, okay.
What could really happen?
He gets shot.
It's a fucking gonna be fine.
Yeah.
They're blood hunters.
Perception check.
Yeah, but
Wait, we see if the curse is just an Aramis curse.
It's probably just an Aramis.
Are you sure it might not just be a space
Yeah,
thing? He had
13.
way more space when he was.
You rolled a 13 just then.
is that perception?
I'll
15.
try my best to give him space.
You also only have a +2 to your perception?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Got a +4.
You notice that two of the people who are on the wall are applying a substance to their arrow tips.
Oh shit.
See, I love the fact that you're like, y'all notice. And I'm like, I know these bitches got shit that'll really fuck us up.
Yeah, but
I don't notice it, but I'm like, I know
So
these
you got a
bitches can
fucking
fuck us
well
up.
I'm saying this
I
more
have
than
an
myself
18
and anyone else. But
That's
poison?
why I don't have to roll.
I mean, it's out loud, but it's still mostly to myself.
Wait, what'd you say? Sorry.
I said poison? Pollen.
I have a feeling we're gonna be taking a nap.
I have a feeling we're
Fine, I need
awesome.
I have a feeling you guys should just shut up.
Thank
God, if y'all
Eula
never
has
had
said
weapons
one
pointed at
thing.
y'all.
Eula has said
I'm
one
talking
thing.
about these two, not you.
You don't chatting when I'm nervous.
Honestly, Sam.
Ask him what you want for Christmas.
She was like,
Says it to Bucket.
Aramis is trying so hard to keep his mouth shut, and he's physically
Just Eula whispers it.
straining because he hates silence.
Then just Eula in his head. Ask him what you want for Christmas.
Am I close enough to hear that?
So how long have you guys been in training?
So I don't think you heard it. I don't think
And
anybody
I was
heard
like, I would ask.
The two at the gate straighten up.
Mm.
Nice.
it.
Who the fuck is ruining my morning coffee?
How did they?
No, did someone who's gonna be an actual problem finally arrive?
No, hang on, y'all.
Hail and well met, stranger.
I'm surprised I didn't get shot for my comment.
They have to shoot through the print screen if it's from the new person.
Lose his book. Set the book up.
So back to this, that they straightened up. May. So I finally made it back. Your trainees apparently, wanna have weapons pointed at me.
None of them know you.
I
They did
know.
the right thing. They should have already shot you.
I honestly thought so too, but they just have not actually done it. I mean, I'm happy they didn't shoot.
I'll do
me.
it.
I knew it.
Damn.
That's the foot. Let's see what I roll. Give me your crossbow. Shit.
It's not. It's just a 1d6, or I have a +6 to my attack.
Because of your dex.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's what.
Does a 23 hit?
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
Mhm.
Sprite my foot.
Mhm.
Like, fire! Thanks, Hajime. Welcome. Thank you for my welcome present.
How many points of damage you
1d6 +3.
said? Okay. 9.
Damn. Did you go?
You are fully healed now, though, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
you took a long rest. Everyone took a long rest except for that one.
You know, I think this is I think this is stating quite the obvious, but you guys are really fucking around. You're really good shooting in the foot.
Yeah, I've shot Hajime in the foot before.
So is like physical pain like cookies for you guys?
We cut ourselves for fun, Aramis.
This
You literally watched me use
How
my.
can you cut yourself for power?
Does a 21 hit you?
No. It just bounced.
You don't cut yourself for power. Like, really, what do you do? Just keeps talking as if nothing happened.
It's just take. I'm intrigued. I'm not gonna say anything. Maybe. Yeah. This is what
Morning.
Well,
It better not be a dumb answer. There's
it's
another
not.
roll.
It's not. It's not.
She fucked with the fates.
She.
He fucked with the fates.
Hajime, please don't listen to them. They're fucking stupid right now.
Yeah.
I took like a step forward because I was like, no, shoot me
You
out.
didn't pull the fucking thing out of your foot.
I knew I did. I said I literally reached down.
Wait
But no, so I'm like, we've literally been traveling. We traveled through the prison of thorns for this shit to get here, walked here, and I just got here. I tried not to make a big fuss. Honestly, I expected, just walk up, and I forgot that there's probably training going on right now, and the new people would be around. I expected, some of the people who know who I am to be here.
This is literally the first training we allowed them to go on without being babysat. You couldn't have picked a worse time, honestly.
Yeah, I
I'm
realized.
amazed by your luck, truly.
You know that I have the best luck when it comes to this, so I don't know why you're amazed. Honestly, I don't know why you didn't just assume it was me when you got interrupted this morning.
Because in all honesty, I didn't get a usual description of you like I would have.
What is a usual description for him?
Generally speaking, dragging some form of beast and or bloodier than the beast.
Yeah.
Cool. That's metal. Also,
And it's normally not one of my newest recruits announcing your arrival.
Yeah.
It's normally one of his brothers.
Yeah.
cool. Hi. That's it. That's it. It's just fine.
You didn't flinch at my shot. I appreciate that.
No, maybe not.
That is a natural 20.
Ouch.
So that'd be 22.
It doesn't, but remember I had a 21, which means I do have additives.
Yeah.
Natural 20 with a +6 for the attack.
Would I get shot again if I shielded? Wait a minute.
Yeah,
What am I doing?
probably.
Wait, what am I doing? I can, let me see.
Silver bar.
I can do the thing where I can meta magic it so I don't use. Though I don't have to use purple somatic and still use silver barb.
Alright, you wanna do that or not?
No, silver barb.
Reroll.
Oh my god.
It's a good spell slot.
Not us.
22. Does that hit?
Yeah, it does.
Not us just getting spell slots back and Aramis going, let me use one right now.
Honestly,
Alright.
little ones too.
6 points.
It's just sticking out of my chest.
Cosman, can we
Good on
come
it.
in, please?
They can come in.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna lift up part of my chest and just go blink.
Just gonna give you all these little things back for going inside.
Yola, did you get hurt from the arrow?
Oh no, I'm fine, darling.
And we're just gonna slide those inside.
How about you?
Give me a random thing for Hajime.
Yeah, Carver took it. I'll be
So
fine.
you
Oh,
yeah.
also not supposed to.
Oh, we're just gonna use a thingy for Hajime. Got it, got
Hajime's
it, got it.
short.
Do I?
No, he's taller than I am.
Hajime's a dwarf.
Like,
Taller than I am.
That would have been hilarious if I had been as a board.
here.
I'm so glad it's not you, Shampoo bitch.
It almost was.
Mhm.
I figured with it, we weren't gonna have that.
Steps missing.
So I take it your search for Ajax hasn't gone that well.
I'm about to go home and I'll come back and let you know.
Then why are you here?
I need to go home on my own first. And I wasn't leaving them in our woods. Or out in the wastelands by themselves.
Drop them off at
Leave us
the
here?
doorstep. Do you actually know what you're walking into when you go there?
No.
So then why
Should
go
not
alone?
alone.
You had been trained to not do anything alone. And you disobeyed those rules.
Whoever trained him's dumb then, because he does everything alone.
He tries all the damn time.
You really need to get a new trainer. If it was you, I'm sorry, you gotta do better.
Hajime, can we go in a different room, please?
Why?
Because I need to talk to
You
you.
trusted them enough to bring him here.
Hajime, I need to talk to you.
Fine.
Just literally leaving y'all there. We're just gonna put it over
You
here.
guys didn't walk into a house though. You guys are just walking across like a
Yeah.
yard.
Well, this is boring. I'm pulling the book back out.
I love how he doesn't trust us.
Next on things. Hmm. How many more hours in your book do you have?
6. I think. I might have, I don't know, let me check.
I thought you should have 4.
I have 6 hours left. I have 42 of 48.
Whenever you guys actually walk through the like log gate, you see that there isn't a building on the other side. There is a large, like just field. The terrain on the inside is hills. And it honestly looks like somebody tries to maintain it because there's the occasional like garden bed.
So are there like hobbit homes here, or is it just like around, or?
On the top of the hill towards the back, there is a rather large 2-story wooden house.
Oh, cool, it's a house.
Although you guys have spotted a few smaller structures throughout the walk. The walk itself takes you about 20 minutes.
But you're on the inside.
I guess I'll just say we walked ourselves a little bit up because we do technically both also have 5 feet of extra, so it looks more, but I just made it look more.
Okay,
Um,
so. Why do you need a private conversation?
because I wanted to tell you where I could just talk to you and not have them interrupting that Elaine is alive. And that is why I need to go home alone.
My decision still stands. You should at least bring them boasted away with you. Because what you said is true. You don't actually know what you're going into, do you?
No.
You're just hoping it'll be the same Elaine. You know. What if it's not?
I don't think it's the same Elaine, but I want to find it out on my own.
You need backup more than you need secrecy. You can still have both if you keep them out of earshot. But I do not trust sending you out alone. You're impulsive. And you alone have no real room to controlling those.
I know. You know me the best.
And if I can't cut Altus and Ajax, then I assume you trust these companions enough to rein you in.
I trust one of them enough to rein me, and the other ones I feel like would just probably make it worse.
Others would just bitch slap me back in.
I don't think he trusts me and thinks I wouldn't.
What if he doesn't trust you? What if he's talking about me or like Aramis?
I understood it for this.
That would be the funniest shit though.
I ate a scaramouche and I ate the.
Side conversations have to be down.
My statement remains the same.
Yes,
I
sir.
think for the severity of the current situation and your lack of forethought, this calls for backup.
Yes, sir.
I would prefer to not be missing any more of my recruits. Who would train the newbies? Honestly,
Do I get to train newbies? Oh,
you might if you could write some impulse and learn only shoot them for every few mistakes they make.
hey now. I had to go back to the Capitol and train my trainees there. I didn't shoot any of them. I only
Also,
shoot the one here.
name dropping in front of all of the new recruits.
I
Secretive.
did not name drop myself. The bucket behind us name dropped me. I only said Shadow Singer, get Hajime. He is the one that went, we have Prince Scaramouche. And I'm saying that loud enough you can hear it. I'm like, he's the one who said we have Prince Scaramouche, thinking it was apparently a smart idea.
Oh, fuck off.
So no, I did not name drop myself to all the trainees.
But you
'Cause I know they
did
don't
appear to
care.
not inform your companions that, you know, the title was not exactly something that exists behind these walls.
You know what? Honestly, I didn't expect him to name drop it. He hasn't done that before.
Sounds like a misstep on your part.
It was. You know what? My whole life's been a misstep right now, Hajime. It's kind of going fucked up.
Yeah, my morning's gone fucked up. My coffee's been ruined by bitterness and incompetence.
Hajime, I learned that my sister may be alive. Shut the fuck up right now. Sue me, please. I know you want to because I said it. I don't care right now, Hajime. I swear, I really just need to get home.
You
But I
told
wanted to stop
Elaine
by
is
you
alive.
first.
You do not know if it is your sister who is alive.
I know.
And you need to remember that and keep your head clear.
I know. Right. You know how I get when it comes to land.
They may bear the same name and the same face, but you don't know what's happened to her all these years.
I know. I've also learned that there's been a lot of lies told to me for my whole life.
You're not surprised.
Sleeping with my mother, you know?
Oh, well, that's nobody in these walls except you, apparently.
Yeah, I know. I realize that I'm the only one who apparently trusts my mother to not lie to me, but we'll see how it goes when I get there.
Well, most of us don't know your mother as your mother. Most of us know her as being Tanya.
I know. But I wanted to swing by to let you know that I was back. But I will be going home. I just knew I'd probably stop by and see my superior because I've been gone for so long.
Yeah. Especially after we didn't give you explicit orders to go investigate that alone.
Somebody had to stay and do the job. Just so happened to be that Alice was the one who stayed home and did our job.
Didn't think to get it approved. You ruined me bravely.
How many of the things that I've done have I really gotten approved, for being honest? How many beasts have I brought back to you that was approved? And not me just on a normal patrol and saw one and took it out. Brought it to your beautiful lawn.
I'm going to literally so much paperwork for this. I'm literally going to make you run laps with the recruits.
That's fine. You know, I love
I
doing
don't
that.
care if you run laps till you cough up your own dead lungs. I will make you swallow it and go again.
I know. I missed you so much.
Do you need rest?
No, I've rested. Malachi's back there. Needs
Wow.
rest.
Which dumb fuck is Malachi? And he turns and actually looks.
Not the bucket.
To be fair, the reason it didn't rest was mostly Elliot's fault for not being okay. So my bad.
So back to the fact that I just looked at Hajime and went, Malachi back there needs to rest.
No, his genuine
I know.
response was turn back. Which fuckstick is Malachi?
Not the armor.
I'm gonna do the like hand thing. It's like it's not me. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna point it. Let's see.
You just
You
name
just
dropping
name drop
everybody.
everybody, don't you?
Damn.
Well, you haven't tried to kill us yet. I mean, shoot.
You have been shot.
You have been shot.
Yeah, but that's different from all the other shit we've done.
That's even from murder.
He asked a question. I provided the answer. That's it. He's about that.
Name dropping me.
I feel like some of our newbies have a little bit more common sense than that one.
Yeah, no, that's pretty. That's
I
pretty. on
wasn't
point.
talking to you.
I don't really care.
Yes, they did. Also, how dare you not think that it was going to be the prettiest one back there? That's the one I was talking about.
Let's figure out if he thinks it's the prettiest one. Let's go. How's his response?
I don't want to know the response.
The response is the bucket's sexier.
Yes, my armor's.
I think you'd like him pretty and stupid, honestly.
It's not that dumb. I really like that he's
But the
intelligent.
quiet like a sheep one is nice. He hasn't annoyed me yet.
My boyfriend.
Congrats. I don't care. So, main room, there's a cot. If you want to join him on his adventure and try to rein him in, then honestly, I could hand you a whip and tell you to put nails in the end. That might work.
Hajime!
Trust me, I don't need that to be that.
Now get out of my sight. You know what you need to do, and don't let them explore more than recruits can.
I won't. I'm gonna casually.
You get a message. You get a message.
Did we hear that?
No.
Okay, so we did. So I did, but it was mostly based on hearing it. So nothing.
Your honest would have been. So you would like slow.
Yes.
This is why I was leaving them at the house.
You're not leaving us here, though.
They didn't say anything.
We didn't say anything. We're still
I
on.
know, but I know them, which is why Scara was wanting to leave them at the house.
I have my reasons.
I know,
It follows their order.
but okay, I go back to them. There, put Hajime there. Give Hajime back to her. And I just turn and start heading to the house.
So from your memories, you know if you go out the back of the house, you can leave the back entrance of the wall and be there within 30 minutes of a walk.
That's where I go. I just keep walking us through everything. taking us home.
Are you staying in a cot that was offered?
Are you staying in a
No.
cut or are you coming with?
Absolutely not. I can sleep outside the house for like 5 minutes when we get there.
Yes.
Were you informed that you have the point of exhaustion?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm sorry. I was not I with me last time, that's why I didn't sleep, so I'll deal with it.
I'll handle the point of
It's 1 point of exhaustion. The only thing
Speed
that happens
attack.
is my speed attack. As long as I don't do this like 5 more times, I won't die.
Eula, are you done with your book?
No, I'm like 2 chapters away.
Nice. Kai here is a little slow and a little tired. Could y'all rotate who's inside of Aramis?
We could, or I can put him in
Are
the
you wanting
bag.
us to run?
We can do greater restoration and it goes away. There's lots of things to figure
There's
out.
no need to use the spells.
We can also, sleep.
In the
a wild,
bag.
That's a wild suggestion, I know. Also, sorry if I caused you problems.
You're fine. Padme's just that way every morning.
And then you do it again.
Other ranges seem
Also, are you gonna
Highly
stop
wild.
because you did get shot in the foot and then jerk it out?
Fonder. It's a normal day.
Dude, come on.
Just put the foot into it.
Dude, here, I know that you know better than to just rip it out. Like, come on, man.
Dude, you are definitely bleeding. I would suggest that you take
Fair
more
enough.
damage. but-
Like, if we were tracking you, I wouldn't even have to try.
No,
Aramis.
dude, it's not even that. That just creates more wounds than it. You have to push it through, snap it in half, and then pull the end with the arrow out.
And then what happens if it gets infected? Then you don't have a foot anymore.
What a lovely walk.
He's just bleeding the whole damn way.
They're getting like dirt and foot sweat
That's
in there.
exactly how hepatitis happens.
So hepatitis happens when a dryad and naiad love each other very much.
This will never be a child-friendly channel.
We can't do it, sorry.
We tried. We failed.
We don't try.
We just fail.
Critical fail.
I will be fine, Aramis. It's pretty normal that I walk around with this many wounds when I'm in this area.
That doesn't make it better.
It really
No, but it makes it a normal day, honestly. It feels nice being back home. This is what I did for 15 years of my life.
That's
Walk
sad.
around this place with so many wounds I could barely count them.
That's sad, dude.
That was
I mean,
not the way it worked.
that you like. It's cool that you're killing wild beasts and whatnot, but everyone here seems like there's 3 steps away from getting their mom killed.
I think their moms are killed. That's why they're here.
No, most of us are actually runaways.
How does that make that better?
Yeah, that's right. I'm trying to politely say, yeah, they have a. I'm trying
That's a
to.
good home life.
I'm trying not to say that they have very morose sticks up their ass, but like, I get it. You can't really. Yeah, I doubt you're a very well-adjusted person. No offense intended. If you're a blood hunter, most people we get their powers from deities or the power of song or hard practice and study instead of, yeah, I'm gonna stab myself and then that's gonna help let me set on fire.
Technically, we give ourselves over to a patron. I did.
That's a new refined way of doing it.
Yeah, it's probably better than just going, man, somebody help me. Come on, bro. Shake my hand. Won't you shake a poor deity's hand?
Man, that sounds like fucking free.
Calling people out without even calling them out.
Oh no, that was me talking about Clary, but I was trying to make it
I know.
I was trying to make
Yeah.
it not sound
But I don't think you've also talked to him about how he became a child of Hades.
I mean, pop off, dude. I mean, Hades is a god of the dead. I can see why, kind of.
I wasn't supposed to be a follower.
Well, I mean, I'm not supposed to be alive,
Follow.
but you know, small world.
You guys have been to the Temple of Apollo where I trained. That's who I was supposed to
So you
follow.
die and then like seduced Hades. What happened there?
Did you die and do a lot of good paperwork for Hades?
No,
Did you die and have a pomegranate?
I almost died.
Does Hades even want to count those? To help keep track.
Probably.
No. Somebody's name.
I have heard that Hades Court requires a lot of administrative operation and paperwork and bureaucracy.
It's also a lot of footwork. That's what I do.
And hip work. That's a lot of what you do.
Yeah, but that's not related. That's not related to.
Technically is, because if something happens and mommy and daddy love each other too much, and then there's that, and then Hades gets more
Well,
work.
no, that's more of an Aphrodite thing, I think.
Aphrodite's and Hades mixed. It's
That's-
the Aphrodite.
No. It's Aphrodite's and it's Aphrodite's and Ares mix.
And Hades. Because
It's
they gotta
supposed to-
die.
Although technically it's
What
supposed to be
happens if they
Aphrodite.
die when they're coming out? Because then it's just Hades.
Are we still in like
I
the
Don't
valley clearing?
Dude, I used to Parabolas to cast spells, not this.
Are you
I don't even understand where this conversation went and why it got there.
correct? Yeah.
It's called Eula instigating phase.
And Aramis being oblivious.
Just go.
South. East. Slightly, just slightly.
I was meaning, are we still in the clearing or are we in the trees yet?
You guys are probably like at the gate on the other side. So both.
Okay, before we go through it, I'm just gonna turn and look at Kai and go, we all need to be at our top forms because I don't know what we're gonna get into. Could you put down your tally?
I guess
You also need to sleep.
you guys all decided to go to sleep, so I did not have a chart. Tell them what's out.
You want some oil?
And probably get both. I probably should not.
Honestly, we should have been burning it the entire way here, because if all we did, seeing how all we did was walk, it would have worked and you would be fine by now.
Maybe. How does your midnight oil engineer? This is Elliot.
As long as you don't do a extraneous activity and stay within 10 feet of the lantern, you get the benefits of a long rest. As long as you stay within through the whole burning process, which is actually 10 hours, so it's more than a long rest would be. So we would still be 4 hours short.
That are just actually sleep.
Yeah, that are extra sleep.
Good night, Malkai.
Need to sleep how long for his full rest or to get his exhaustion away?
8 hours.
8 hours.
Are you?
It is about 7:30 by the time this occurs.
Okay.
In the morning.
So do you guys end up actually taking up the long rest?
I don't know, because I want to not have a point of exhaustion, because Phil may go to sleep, but I'm also,
If we do the
No,
long rest,
if I
I'm
go to
reading
sleep-
through it.
he's going to.
Well, we don't have points of exhaustion, so we can just like.
It's also your tower and you can prevent anyone to leave.
Oh, you're right, they can't leave, never mind. Everyone goes inside.
I'm
You
going to whisper to Aramis. Darling, could you make a stone on the top of the tower and make it to where Skirmish can't leave to that entrance?
Guys, I'm not going to leave. I literally am on a direct order to not go fully alone. I may not always tell him what I'm doing, but I don't break my direct orders.
You could just grab a recruit and go. 'Cause technically he's going alone.
Where do you see a recruit right
I
now?
saw like 12 of them
None
over
of
there.
them also know who
Dude,
I
I
am.
can just start shooting fire bolts in the trees and 12 of them will pop
Still-
up around like a spider.
None of them know who I am. I'm not going to do that. I told Hajime I would take y'all.
You better.
I think you should still do the dome. And this is in the head, so no one else hears it. He was like, I think you should still do the dome on the top.
So do you guys rest?
I need to rest, so if they're going to stay here, then yeah.
I read my book, and I finished these last 6 hours.
Help you out.
I am scribbling wizard equations on the walls.
Plus, like,
Don't worry,
30
the last 2 hours I'm going to be working with you hard.
Right, so what do you do? Because I know what he does for the whole rest.
Okay.
He sleeps in his pile of pillows. What do you do?
I'm gonna finally use my sending stone to my sister.
Oh my goodness, give me a thing. I'm done with this book. Whenever I finish the page, I throw the book against the wall because I'm tired of it.
What kind of book was that? Was that a history textbook? Why did you hate it so much?
Whenever
Too
you
damn long to read it.
whenever you finish the words of the book, the words vanish.
Yeah,
And it's just an empty notebook.
yep. I pick it up and put it back in the bag because I got to get it back to Arya.
As I say, were you using your imagination to read this? What the fuck was that?
It increases strength to a 20.
My muscles get a little more beefy.
Flex. And I
You literally have nothing below an 18.
Yes, I'm aware. I literally have done everything just for this moment. I have done nothing but work on building my character higher and higher.
He has found several books.
At some point, we should just say no.
I didn't even know the books did that. I just thought they were books.
What the fuck you think? You do this reading all the time.
I thought Eula was reading for no fucking damn reason.
Yeah, no, well, I have 6 days to finish them since I start them. And then if I finish them in that time, I get to increase the stat that they're associated with by 2.
I literally just thought Eula was just reading for no fucking
No,
reason.
I finally finished every book that I have and I'm done.
Knowledge power.
This book will not be able to be used again for another 100 years.
No worries.
Your mom said I could do it. It's from your mom's library.
Right? I forgot. Well, mom said it was okay.
Mom said it. There.
Don't worry, I got it from your mom. Like, god damn, that sounds like he's sleeping with her.
I mean, who knows?
You get it from your mom.
You guys are children. So Aramis, what are you doing?
Wizard scribbles.
Wow, so
I'm going to pick you up for the last 2 hours after I finish my book.
I'm doing spell research, but it's anyone else, it just looks like scribbles.
I feel like I could understand it a little bit.
Dude, it's written in a combination of 5 different languages.
I can understand some of it.
this
It's-
translates, thinks it says bitch halfway through your notes. Alright, so what are you doing for the whole long rest?
I told you I wanted to.
Well, I don't
Oh,
think
my
your
sister, but
conversation
then-
is going to be a whole thing, but yeah.
No, it's not. I literally know 25 words, but
Mm-hmm.
you can go into then sit around. That shouldn't
Come
be.
cuddle with me.
I'll go cuddle with Paco.
Okay. So then we'll proceed.
Uh,
I hate this. I have to start counting.
She loves when we make her do this.
Numbers, they're the best thing ever.
How to throw me off as a DM.
All right.
just to let you know, I can do it. Please stop. Just to let you know,
I'm just staring at you.
Close your
I
eyes.
literally see you doing it, and it literally is catching me off guard because my brain's thinking I was at 10 because you had 5 and I had 5.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Just to let you know, we made it into the wastelands safe. I am not sure what is next for us.
Love you.
Yeah, 5 words left if you want to.
Yeah, that's all day.
Absolutely.
We don't love
That's good to hear. I haven't noticed very many changes. Other than a few generals being more on edge as days pass. Stay safe.
So Veronestra doesn't know.
I have literally built up brick by brick a whole damn storyline about Veranestra literally never leaving and being involved in anything.
I know, but it's just the fact that it's like solidified in my brain. Baron Esther doesn't know any of this shit. She's also in the dark of what our mother does. That's just why I said that.
In the dark of the night.
Calm down, we're about to get copyrighted.
Mhm.
I'm going to, before I go to Kai, go find Eula real quick.
Eula is reading the book at this point still.
And
'cause it
somewhere
went-
in the house, so it's not like I have to find you hard. I'm
Yeah.
just saying I'm going to go find you.
Two floors.
Yeah. I'm just gonna walk up to you and sit down beside you and be like, so Veranestra does not know about the war.
Doesn't surprise me too much, to be honest. I don't think your mother would tell anybody until the armies were at the prison of thorns.
Well, she said some generals have been on edge and she doesn't know why.
Your mother probably won't tell anybody, and it would not surprise me if the citizens of the Feywilds never knew the war even happened unless it was crashing through their town.
That doesn't surprise me either. She's also, wiped one whole thing out of people's minds of being in existence. So
Yeah, I wonder when that would happen.
yeah, no, I wonder.
Mhm.
It's not like you've experienced. I know from firsthand experience that she's done it before,
Mhm. I'm definitely not walking proof of that entire thing happening.
No.
No.
What I was talking about.
Mm.
I am also walking proof. It's fine.
Mm.
That I know. I was there. I love how that was casually I'm proof. I was actually there though. You were.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Also, that whole issue about Sindrian that you're not even referencing.
Yeah, no. No, I'm not talking about that.
Mhm.
God, I can't. Just woo my way around it because all these people have seen it.
I haven't.
You did see it?
Aramis and me have not seen it.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, I also talked to you about it.
I thought you talked to us about
And
it.
I
don't
talked
think
to
we
you
had
about it,
seen
and y'all looked into my mind.
I don't have anything to look into your mind, so I don't know how I could have done that. Because if I would have, I was going to ask to see if I needed a roll for anything because of what the city was. I never had to. Because I never had to ask.
You all might have just talked about it.
Yeah, we talked about it. Kai's seen it, and
It's Kai went to my
someone else has seen it because they went into the memory and saw it. Just talked about it with us in the mirror room. With me and Aramis. They've talked about it. Haven't seen it, but know about it.
Oh yeah, because that was when Bradley was like, "That's why it was crystal."
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were like, yeah. And you realize Garrett didn't just,
Well, I'm also gonna have for this 8-hour rest. I'm gonna have Situation out to do whatever he wants under Cairo.
Or spice.
Do whatever she wants. I'll release Spice for you
Spice
too.
sounds good.
All right, Spice is also out. I guess
Spice is going to give a good stretch.
except for one thing.
I'm comfortable with spice.
Spice is gonna lay on your pillows.
Spice
Sleep
is,
on top of your head.
Spice is a cat we found in a dead man's house.
not a lie, not a lie.
It's not a lie. It helps the dead man
Situation is
back
an
on.
owlbear that we adopted after murdering its parents. It also has sentience now. It can talk.
Cairo, the direwolf that
Has an attitude.
Is a tomboy.
that you look actually went, you got a direwolf you can spare? And they were like, we got a teenager who wants to go traveling, and he was like,
She don't sleeps in the bag all the time.
She does. I'm scared to pull her out because I don't want her to die. And I was gonna pull her out, but then I got taken over by someone's dad.
I just so get in bed with him after I'm done with you. I'm like, good times. Just walk away.
Okay.
I don't know how to end conversations with you, like, honestly.
Like, later. Good night.
Yeah, literally, I was just like,
You're gonna pull her down first, though.
literally every conversation with Garrett you have had has been business, and then
Yeah. After I finish my book, I throw it against the wall. Finally. Then I go pick it up, put it back. Darling, I need you.
Was it-
I need you so that we can start doing this. And I smack the paper down because I've also finally finished writing out the steps. You want
Like
to know what it actually says?
Do you want like a notebook or something? I have spares.
It's just a one page thing. Multiple step, one page. See even your diagrams.
I still think it's pretty big. That's just me.
Do you want to put it in your spell book?
Oh, that would take forever.
This is the
it's a
Eula
plan.
handwriting one. Look at it.
Yeah, but I still have to write by hand. It'll take an hour.
It's just copy, but all right, whatever. Shall we begin?
What do you need me for?
I need identify and enlarge. And reduce.
Even though I took
Need
my
to learn
full
this
sleep, I am
for the start.
casually going to fall asleep in some,
Okay.
Or do you
like,
think
for a
that
little
there's
bit, because I'm
anything
in the dark, do I need to roll?
First.
I will make you right. No.
That's why I asked, because I knew you'd want to use it.
No rude. Scara has his emotional support person and his emotional support person's emotional support and. Word.
I failed.
God damn it.
I don't care that I have my own support person. I'm casually in my home, like 30 minutes away from being able to see
Okay,
them.
which one do you want?
I knew I was going to end up having something if I failed. That's why I asked.
Identify, 100% identify.
Let's start with that one.
All right. So the first thing
Well,
you
you're
need
gonna
to
say
learn
family. Let's
about
really
identify
babe.
is
Yeah, I don't
how
know.
to tell the difference between different.
I think a lot more to my nightmare, or to my nightmare.
Nice. All right.
Nightmares are usually.
Try and identify my amulet of games
Hearing.
or my amulet of dimension
Mhm.
traveling. or
Did you say animal?
Not necessarily, because sometimes
I got something good.
yeah, sometimes the last time I actually had a nightmare, I didn't really have a nightmare. I had a
Amulet of means you drink.
terrifying image of seeing them pick Elaine out of her grave and take her away. So that is not just a nightmare. I could not have been thinking about that.
I mean, your mind can fill in gaps, can it?
Anyways, you guys ready to listen to this shit?
Yep. Tell me how we traumatize our party members.
All right.
Hang on. Scara, every time he goes to sleep, has to roll to see if he has a nightmare because he's so fucking traumatized.
If you like this, you can always go back and watch the videos there on YouTube. You don't have to though.
Fuck watching the videos. Join us.
Become part of the videos.
Go.
I might have this one open up in the new campaign session, so.
Traumatize me.
I'm excited for this.
That is mad traumatizing daddy energy.
She weaponizes trauma.
Die.
Yes, you do. You
I weaponize.
Ask for more.
You made us listen to this.
Yes.
Our third session, she made us fight 2 giant spiders made out of the rotting corpses of hundreds of different people.
It's not rotting corpses, it's literally just their bones.
Well, one of them was bones and the other was corpses. And it made us see vivid hallucinations of our loved ones in an attempt to get us to acknowledge its existence so we could eat our souls.
Yeah,
I got mad, but it dared to enter.
Now it's not.
Dared to pretend to be that person.
Because there's just normal stuff ones.
Are you having fun? You have not said a
No,
word.
there's just normal stuff ones.
Yeah, just make sure.
Thanks for clever. You're right on it.
Traumatize me.
Witness me.
I asked for it because I knew it was gonna happen.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
how I feel about this one.
Yeah, let's see how y'all feeling. Scares are the only one that knows, but I need everyone's
I don't
reaction.
know, Kai. If you toss and turn too much, Kai can wake up and then take a stroll.
Kai wakes up, doesn't wake me up, just goes immediately into my mind.
Feels like you woke up. Well rested. Warm. Cozy, honestly. You roll over on the little pallet in the tower that you have like slept in with Kai a couple of times now. kind of give a shift, stretch your shoulders a bit, and roll over to turn towards
Y'all really gotta stop with the bags. Wait a minute.
seriously.
Continue.
You roll over to greet Kaya. Because you assume that's where your source of heat is coming from, and you don't see him. You kind of reach, and you feel a crumple of a piece of paper. Gone to scout ahead. Catch up when you wake. Southeast, right? It's in Kai's handwriting. That doesn't feel right. You don't remember telling them that your house was southeast from HQ. Realization hits like a lead stone in your stomach, and you pick up all of your gear scrambling out the door. You don't remember being able to open the tower, though you chalk it up to maybe Kai giving you permission to open the door. Something like that. You're running. And you're trying to rationalize in your head. You have been asleep a while. Maybe the stress was getting to you and you slept longer than you anticipated. Maybe they went back to Hajime and asked Hajime where you lived. And that's why they went. Maybe they were just trying to make sure you weren't there alone as per Hajime's orders, right? Air feels the same as before you went to sleep. Not a blade of grass looks out of place. The trees still look hauntingly tall, looming over you, providing the normal cover you need to properly hunt the beasts you purged the world of. Faster. You have to get there faster. Because there's a tiny shred of doubt in the back of your mind. Despite the fact that in your panic, you're trying to rationalize the behavior, the note. It didn't seem forced. It seemed very calm and collected. The way you knew Kai. And you didn't see Eula and Aramis in the tower when you left, so you assume they went with him. Perfectly safe. They can handle themselves. They were just letting you rest. But there's that tiny detail of the fact that you never told them where your house was. Despite the fact that your brain does try to rationalize that maybe they asked Hajime for it. There's also an argument building the further down you get, Hajime wouldn't have just told them. Hajime would have expected you to show them. He wouldn't have given away my information like that. That's dangerous. That's dumb. You finally reach the peak of the hill, just on the outside of the woods. And in a small valley that is created, you see your house, same as you left it. Small fence. A garden that's not looking as lush as it once did, but it still looks like someone's trying to maintain it. You see the stone that represents Elaine's grave. You see the gate. It looks the same. You even see smoke billowing out of the chimney. They did say they were waiting on you after all. You almost breathe a sigh of relief. finally seeing it after being gone for so long, and after Ajax went missing. But there's a pounding in your head because everything's so uncertain for you right now. You also don't see them. You don't hear anything. Nothing out of place. Just crisp wind through the trees. Barely even a bird chirp. So you descend the hill. It's strange. The gate was closed, but it wasn't locked. Granted, you just chalk it up to your friends being a little bit more impulsive than your brothers. This feels real. There's not a detail out of place from what you see. So for a brief moment, you wonder, am I dreaming? Can't quite tell. You never would have guessed you paid this much attention to your own home. You open the door. Oddly enough, just despite the fact that you were sure you'd seen smoke billowing from the roof, it's cold. It's a bit dark. It opens with the faintest of creaks. So you go up towards your bedroom, glance around everything, you hadn't seen anyone. And that's when you see. Honestly, it looks like Elaine, Ajax, and Alexis are all just sitting in your bed. Your heart is pounding in your ears. Honestly, to the point it's almost giving you a headache from the nerves. So whenever you see them, you kind of breathe a sigh of relief and you just kind of like, now I can get those answers. Right? But where's Kai? It's Eula. There's Aramis. Another quick glance, and it honestly just kind of looks like they're sitting on the, like, between the brothers and sisters. It looks like they're all sitting waiting for you, honestly. And there's movement. So maybe they're talking and you just kind of can't hear them because you can't hear anything over the pounding in your head. Scara, you've made it. Care to join us? You climb up, walk towards them. They weren't talking. You don't think. You don't hear any noises. That might just be the trick of your own mind, though. You grab Elaine by the shoulder and turn her around, ready to demand answers from her. You had so many questions. And you just look. An absolute horror. Eula, Aramis, and Kai weren't talking with them. Aramis was sitting with Ajax. A purple glowing light cast in a jar beside pieces of armor carelessly strung about. Eula was sitting with Alatus. An unfathomable dark energy encasing her slowly. Elaine had drained Kai dry. He still turned to you and looked. With a sweet smile, you remember so much from your beloved sister. Lips red as blood. Now her family can be complete. No conflicts. Right, brother? You wake up.
What almost wakes up?
Oh, just knew it was Oh no, I knew it was going. She's like, we're all there next to her. I'm like, nope, we're not. We've been devoured or defeated in some way.
I knew the moment she said go left, I was like, oh God, she's gonna make me see my family killing them.
I mean, wasn't that the exact same thing Elaine had said before she died with her little note thing? So it's great, wasn't it?
So Aramis has been teaching me the identify spell, so I don't need to roll for that again. You got 2 hours to learn it.
What level of spell is it?
First.
It's
It takes 5 hours, so.
Arcana?
Yep.
Mhm.
Arcana?
I need to do an Arcana check.
You're the one trying to figure out if you learn how to do it.
Yeah, I already know how to do identify.
You know what?
Doing all the whole
We've been
fucking
doing
time.
this. Let's get down to business to learn a new spell.
Yeah!
Will I fail or succeed? It's all up to your teachings skills.
Ryan over here.
You go, Aramis.
You know what?
Y'all have this
Before
fun and
we're
do
done,
this beautiful
I'll
song
make
while
a
I'm
fun-
getting traumatized.
the part out of you yet, darling.
I can play the violin.
Yes, but flamboyant magic stuff. And
It is flamboyant magic stuff when you've got, rhombuses.
Rhombusai. I think I learned it.
And obtuse.
Obtuse, rubber goose, green juice, flower juice.
29.
Congratulations, Eula, you have learned the identify spell. Da, 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 da. Now I am
How many was it? I've written it down somewhere.
even more redundant. Yay.
Darling, I'm not going to be using the spell very often, just for the one aspect of it,
Veil.
which I'm going to need your help for on all of this. Even though I can cast the spell, it's because I need 2 people to cast this spell.
Yeah, some stuff.
This is an artificer, and none of us are artificers, and this is wild.
You know, when all this is done,
You
maybe
can
I'll
roll
be
a
the
D20.
artificer. Read.
How did you
Roll your
end up
D20
being
out of 5, you wake up first.
Huh?
D20.
One, you know
Just
this.
roll it. Oh, I win! I went up first with my 5. You got a 2.
Like the point of exhaustion, man.
I gotta do what? No.
Roll with advantage.
Do I actually?
Oh,
do-
Walk
Feel
me roll
compelled to
one.
be a little bit.
He still got a 2.
that.
Because he's fucking tired.
Those way?
Going to wake up.
I don't think you have enough hours.
I have 2 that I worked on it, so I don't know how.
Absolutely not. You
Alright,
still need
2.
more.
I'm
You?
Doing good.
going to wake up.
I know. It's perfectly the same as the dream.
I'm there this time though, huh?
Yeah. But every other detail is precisely.
I'm going to wake up and immediately like, I'm gonna wake up screaming and be like, please stop! Then I'm immediately just grabbing Kai. I'm like, Like I'm just grabbing onto him.
You definitely woke up to that. But
You literally just heard me go, please stop, and like you're just grabbed, and I'm like, he's here. He's here.
Looks up.
Eola, I think we
I
need to
think
go.
they're having sex.
No, they're not. We need to go make therapy checks.
what is therapy check? That's your characters.
No, they're not having. If we heard that, we'd hear a lot more thumping,
Hey.
a lot more pain groans.
Yeah, Aramis sat outside our door the first time we fucked.
Yeah, I am acutely aware.
Dirty little favorite.
He said right outside that room.
You dirty little pervert. I taught you so well.
I didn't like it. I just didn't know where else to go.
He literally followed
didn't like it.
The hallway.
I didn't like it, but I listened.
Okay, I'm okay. You know what? Fuck you. I'm arrogant. I do whatever I want.
At least quietly, he could have definitely like gave some commentary, started yelling.
You guys sure both stuff is your thing? It sounds like it hurts.
I definitely I'm gonna like right after I grabbed Kai, I was like, he's still here. I'm like, wait, and I like try to like get up and I'm like falling because I'm trying to get down the stairs to go make sure that they're still here. And so like I'm getting to them.
Are you guys actually going?
I'm going. I know what they sound like, and this ain't it, Chief.
Fine. Walking up the stairs.
And I'm going down them, so we will be
If I
running into
start
it.
in penis or a butt, you are not going to hear the end of it.
It's a letter. You guys.
It will not be the first or the last one you've ever seen.
Like look down and I guess I'll see them coming up. Because if they were trying, because I'm gonna assume he's not just gonna be like, yeah, here, sure, go. Like I'm having to like fight against Kai to try to go make
I
sure they're
just wanted
still
to
alive.
your stupid dragon memories, but whoa.
They literally inside you like at least once a day almost.
Yeah, but I'm not looking at them.
What the fuck is happening?
So
This is the conversation we're having as we're walking up.
Climbing up.
Climbing up, sorry.
yeah, I'm gonna like look down, I'm like, just literally fall on the ground, like by the like where the ladder comes up. I'm like, everyone's on.
In the wake. Now apparently.
So trauma?
Yeah.
Ladder, you would just
So it doesn't go up the ladder, just kind of stops and like leans on it.
so trauma.
So trauma?
Just looks at Scaras who's sitting beside it, just
I'm peering down the hole. What the fuck, guys?
No, my
We're not down the
my
hole.
head's up.
You
on
went down
top
the
of
ladder.
no. I literally like Yula is up the ladder, literally head like barely like
Like,
she didn't
I'm
climb all
halfway
the way
on
up.
the ladder.
No.
I literally like looked down, saw they were coming, and just sat down. I was like,
I don't want
I
to
thought you
assume,
went
but
down.
I reckon you used mine that just had a bad ring.
would assume so. I got assaulted when I woke up.
I don't think you got assaulted. I think she was. I think he was reassuring himself that you were there.
It definitely hurt a little bit. Fucking scratched me.
But aren't you into that? I've heard like
He
you'll make a
is,
lot of
I'm
noises.
not.
It's only when it's consensual. I'm surprised that I know that more than you do.
Oh no, I know it, but I know thanks to you that they're into that apparently.
What?
Damn.
You're the one that said that they're loud as all get out. There'd be a lot more smacking and bumping and hitting.
See nothing wrong.
how did y'all realizing I had a nightmare turn into talking about me and Kai fucking?
It could be that.
We were talking about it before you got in here.
This was
Before I got in here, y'all came up here.
No, before you got in here. We're gaslighting you.
we're gaslight, yes. We were having this conversation before you didn't have a nightmare.
Okay. Why are we all talking about our fucking before?
We're not talking about this right now.
Yeah,
Before
no,
breakfast.
as I'm saying, he's right. We need to.
It's like lunch, darling.
We,
Or dinner.
we need to refocus.
Lunch.
Yeah.
Because it's
It'd be
7:30.
3:30.
You what?
7:30.
What ails ye?
Breakfast.
I
I think the lack of breakfast would be what ails you.
You know what, Aramis, I agree. Let's just go downstairs and I'll only tell you what happened, because apparently you're the only one that really cares.
Literally in the
One person's hungry and one person just only wants to talk about my sex life.
Hell yeah, bro! Let's do it. Therapy, Aramis.
Absolutely not.
Aramis, let's go get fresh air. I was like, point to the ladder that goes to the room.
No.
yeah.
You're still on the ground. You ever think you got up? I'm climbing up the ladder with
I
Aramis.
throw my symbol while they're talking.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to mirror run this shit, motherfuckers.
Just You're just laying there and you hear let's go. You're like, oh.
No, he leaves.
Me being like, really, he doesn't care. And you're just like, this bitch.
Think that doesn't care.
Oh, we're in the middle room?
Yeah.
Great.
No, you can't get that. That's not how it works to get that. I'm like, wait, what? Okay.
Circle in the dirt.
No, she was doing
We're in a restoration.
No, we're not doing your shit right now. Stop
I
it.
can multitask.
No, we're not doing your shit right now.
I'm grabbing you by the scruff of my neck and saying, we are doing this. I'd say one emotional fuck up at a time, okay?
Fine.
We
I
don't
still
need
gotta do it today.
we don't need we don't need emotional scars from your slave history.
God damn.
Love you. One of the big reasons your head isn't on the floor over there.
Right now, we don't need that right now.
Just wanted to let you know that.
Ugh.
Right now, we don't need that right there.
God damn.
I love how it was Scare had a nightmare. Put your fucking slave ass away, okay? We gotta deal with him. Your slavery ass.
Nightmares are nothing compared to, slavery is nothing compared to a nightmare.
Your slavery trauma is nothing compared to Scare having a nightmare. Okay? We got to deal with this.
Oh my god, you were playing the victim card.
You
I'm the problem.
Damn.
Eula, stop taking notes from my mother. Okay?
Okay, we will. Stop talking about that. You're gonna have a good session for you two fuckers.
I did not say that in character.
I'm guessing none of this is a character. This is master side conversation.
It's fucking hilarious if it was, because it goes both ways for me. Eula, don't take notes from my
I
mother.
was literally earlier saying, no, we're gaslighting.
Gaslighting here. You come down here.
Okay, so
Okay.
we're in the mirror
Alright,
room.
and the scene.
Scene where we just got in the mirror room.
Okay.
We're not talking about slavery. We're not talking about gaslighting.
Just- You were so lazy, you wouldn't get up to stop us. You put us in a mirror room.
You kind of stopped me awake. I'm sorry. I did what I could, okay?
I'm going to use minor illusion to put a clipboard.
We're in a mirror room. I don't think you can use that. Can you?
Those work.
Oh.
I'm going to use minor illusion to give myself
Just
a
only in the mirror room,
clipboard,
though.
a really big feather quill, and a pair of sunglasses.
Oh, yeah, for therapy, Harry.
It's my little Freunde. Tell me what appears to be the problem.
As soon as she does that, I follow suit. We do minor illusion. I give myself my own clipboard. I give myself glasses. I use my tail to sit down chair-wise. Be like, yes, darling, please tell us what is wrong.
Yes,
Auntie.
it started when you were on. It all started when you were born.
Oh, you might have started
All right.
during the trauma.
Guys,
Okay, yeah, no, we're kind of carrying the joke.
Okay,
forward.
fine.
and
For
So
real,
what did
though,
happen?
what's up?
What's cracking?
tell you start, God.
I woke up in my dream and Ty was not laying beside me in the tower. But there was a letter that said that y'all were decided to go out and scout ahead
Why would we do
to the
that?
southeast. But I never told y'all where my house is or which direction my house was in.
So it's in the southeast.
Where my house is, but
Well, now we.
I had never told y'all until now.
Oh no, I always knew that.
So I was
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So I was already confused as to it was definitely Kai's writing, but I had never told y'all that, so I didn't know what was going on. So I take off running after y'all, and I could open the door to the tower.
Yeah, no, you cannot.
I was able to,
Uh-uh.
and so I just take off running towards my house, and when I get there, it all looked the same, exactly how I remember leaving it. Then there was smoke coming out of the chimney, people were just in there waiting for me. But our gate was closed but not locked, and we never do that. We always lock it. So I just assumed it was because y'all just busted through there. Like Yuli usually does and didn't give two shits about what people do with their doors or gates. But when I opened the door to my house, it was cold and dark. Not like there was a fire going. And so I just went up to my room. And I saw all y'all sitting on the bed with Elaine, Ajax, and Altus also. And Elaine welcomed me back home. But when I got closer, I realized y'all weren't just sitting there talking. Ajax had Aramis in a pile of just armor pieces. And there was vials or jars or something of this like smoke that comes out of him just sitting beside it. Alatus was encasing Eula and Fathom. And Elaine had bled tie dry. And that's when I woke up.
Do you think this might be a subconscious thing where you think your old family will reject your new family?
I don't know. But that's why I slapped Kai when I woke up, because I woke up and everything looked the same, so I turned to make sure he was not missing.
That's why that's bad.
Well, silver lining, it didn't happen. I'm not good at this therapy thing. I looked at Kai to say that.
I don't,
Honestly, I'm just doing a pretty good second.
I'm not needing y'all to give therapy, I just needed to make sure you were all alive.
Well, a lot of it may be eyeballing it for me, but you know.
Literally turned.
50-50 on that.
I mean, a lot of may be eyeballing it for me, but you get the I'm so here.
You're not in the pieces.
I mean, I can turn into pieces.
Please
but I'm
don't.
still gonna be here.
That would not be the moment to do that right now.
Fred,
I know. I'm just trying to make a point.
Fred's still here. Fred's still here.
Oh, that's right. You don't know about Fred.
She doesn't know anything.
So,
Half this stuff, she's like, what's going on?
Fred is an undead goldfish
That is trapped in my mind. That just screams.
That checks
who he tried to communicate with it once, and all it heard was agonized screeching.
It also checks out.
Yeah.
I put it in a bag where anything that goes in it, it's a paradise for them. So I put it in, and then it was like dead. I pulled it back out, it was back to its normal self. It was given to me by an Elder Torah.
Who talks like a 1920s radio talk show host.
That's what it was. Put him away.
So Eula,
I'm still here.
thank you.
Fred's here too.
Sadly. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
Mm,
You want to make us dinner?
It's breakfast.
It's dinner.
You
babe.
just woke up.
There's
Breakfast.
a very old saying from the material playing. Don't insult the cook.
It's don't bite the hand that feeds you.
That one too. But don't cook, because it's very easy for me to just change one part of the recipe for you, and then let's just have fun with you having dysentery all day.
I can make you guys my patented Aramis sausage.
Just don't do that to him.
Wait a minute. You know, it's really weird, but if it happens, you wouldn't need lube.
Oh yeah, that is you. That's gross.
Exactly. Don't fuck with the cook.
I think you got a lot more to worry about than
Look,
that.
no, look,
Somebody else cooking
I'm,
breakfast.
no, I'm not kidding. You're literally gonna see Scara go. You had the best fucking thighs I've seen in my whole ass life. You literally are so.
Come on, babe.
Finish the sentence.
I don't even
Come on, it's a 5-letter word. It's a 4-letter word. It starts with an S.
Sexy.
Got to figure out what the word was.
It was a little bit hard for you to get out,
Sure thing.
but I'll take it.
Oh my god, Viola all looks stupid. Shit.
You care for Aramis so much, and it's so beautiful because you care about him more than my mom ever cared about me. Okay.
I could.
Do I need to go? Do I need to go more? Or are we good now? Will you make me dinner?
I think you're okay for now.
Okay, thank you.
Hi.
Haven't seen you all that much. I mean, probably.
Checks off. Checks
Anyone
off.
have a picture of Yolanda show tab?
Yeah, let's pause for actual visual.
See them.
Yeah, you don't know anybody.
Oh, they're so hot.
That's you.
You got a point.
Yolanda's got thighs for days.
And I can use that tail for many things.
Yeah, Arkansas just like
I also have polymorph, so you know.
This is round one for you.
Show Aramis. Show Aramis next up. It's
Harry's honestly his armor, the way she's drawn him, very hot too.
that metal peak.
Expert,
Just like it's
expert craftsmanship.
yes.
Bye, Aramis.
We just need to weld the dildo on
He
there.
took a little bit of bullying in to actually draw Harry.
No.
There it is. Aramis.
That's what your armor suit looks like.
All about it. Yeah.
Which is also as big as me because
Look like a
These two.
That's not it.
What
That's them.
show?
He was the not white one.
y'all are saying shit about it.
That again,
That's a great one.
Wait.
No, not that picture. We don't need to see it on stream.
What? No. Oh.
Now we have the shirt.
Okay.
No, wait. Y'all are laughing. But I was telling her about my character, and I went, "You want to see a photo?" And I showed her that one. The only photo that I care about showing people, God, Tara. And she went, "Nice."
Censor it for the children.
Dude,
Oh, that's in the bottom.
kids from here. I think.
I know what's in the bottom.
you go. Camera can't see.
Yep.
So at one point,
He's Hawaiian.
she kind of
This one.
a lot of us.
Oh yeah, I have a question about
This
our.
was a character in the campaign.
That was a
Her
PC.
notebook.
I
This is another one.
And that's the other. That was another PC. And then we had one more. He was a
I never
bird.
drew him.
He was a bird.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why was one of the mind flayers Boston?
Because that's what I chose. All right.
All right, not talking.
All right, so Craft Beth, could you let us out so you can cook dinner?
Yeah, you gonna be okay then? Don't believe you, but I'll let you have. I don't make them up here,
Calling him fine is like calling an
Takes
old
way
British
too
body.
long.
Hey, I am very fine. Mentally, we'll get there, but my body,
Oh, you know I don't care
100%.
about the physical. You know I don't care about elegance or looks. You know I meant about your mental state.
you really gotta start caring about it a little bit, buddy. I mean, Meadow was a very nice looking woman. You should really care about her.
To be fair, he said he didn't care about your looks, babe.
Holy shit! I got a message, Bruno. Oh my god, I'm running downstairs.
Yes, you're in the mirror realm still, aren't you?
I dropped it on the ladder.
I am taking that as I'm the best.
I think we can randomly change it to stairs. I mean, come on.
I am not.
Sure.
I'm not even going to the ladder. I am jumping.
It's stairs.
I want to make.
I am just throwing out there that I'm the best wingman. That I just kind of like, Meadow, and he's like, "Get the room about Meadow." I nailed it.
It's fine.
I'm gonna randomly remind you about Meadow while we're throughout this whole fucking rest of the time that you're away from her. Sure, randomly bring her up and see if you panic about forgetting to message her. Go
I'm gonna
for
tell
it.
her more than 5 this time. That I shout down at you like that.
This time he tried to message Meadow with his sending stone.
She didn't know.
He literally just went, Hi.
He didn't know how it worked. He only did 25 words for the day.
It's a one-way
Okay.
communication.
And he only
We
makes
said hi.
He's adorable.
So you go, baby. Well, how are you messaging Meadow?
Hey, Meadow, sorry for short message. Bopping around with Scaramouche. Stuff's getting kind of.
You know what? He said he's with me. Fuck everyone else in this party. Aramis is only with Scaras. Keep going though. I love it. Please keep it that you're only with Scaras.
Sus.
Things I can't say. Please stay safe. You're rad.
You're rad.
You're rad.
It's like, I got those words.
Oh my gosh.
23 to 25. Still there.
Is it? Is it actually?
Yeah.
Let's figure it out. Is it an A? Barely.
Is it what?
It is an A, barely. It's a 92.
Him.
While you respond, I'm going to sneak to the bathroom.
It's not a good sneak roll.
I'm not a stealthy person.
Everything's been normal here. I hope you guys are being safe.
I always have.
The vineyard updates are going well. I hope you guys stay safe. Well,
Well, and I'm gonna say this to myself right here that safe's kind of high on it, man. Safe's kind of high on it.
Thing.
Don't have to. We have rations. We could just.
Yeah, we could 10.
Does anybody want any wizard words?
I have to. I don't have a lot left, but pass on that.
Damn, I need to figure out what the DC5 vegetable recipe is. I don't have it written down yet.
How dare you?
Hey, I took a lot of time to write down every recipe and what it does in detail in here. She got me new recipe books. I haven't had time
Yeah,
to copy.
you don't know my.
I almost know all of them.
Trying to find where your recipes are.
It's in the pink binder.
I just want a copy of that and just a whole bunch of put it in.
magic items, encounters, systems.
Let's go to see some over there.
That's wrong. No blood.
What is ignored?
Ignore the blood, which is that it is actually blood.
If I kicked it on that too.
No, but my character sheet for weapons in there.
For context, one day Nico was bleeding. He walked all over.
Nico
that
is a cat.
Yeah, he is a cat.
That is all you need to know.
Yeah.
He's fine. He's good now. Promise.
Have you ever met a dude named Nico?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know any
Really?
names, Nico. He's named after a dude named Nico.
fairly
though.
certain it's the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was pretty annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Was he naked?
No,
No.
no, you're smart enough.
Was he a Marine?
I don't know what he did. I just knew him in like middle school.
Reminds me of a man I knew in middle school. Not like high school, but he was known.
He wasn't actually dumb, I don't think. He was just annoying. So, what are you guys doing?
Apparently, he was gonna make it breakfast.
You're getting
I just woke up. I'm gonna call it breakfast.
a beef stew. a thick beef stew. That's the cheapest that
Right.
it is to make, and there's least time it takes to make.
Cool.
So I gotta roll to see if I can cook it.
Can you cook? Can you read?
Can
Stop
you follow
falling.
instructions?
That's just a sunflower.
I rolled a natural 20. I think I cooked it.
Shut it up. I give you a trinket.
Okay.
I rolled it. So total 29
You successfully cooked
No,
something.
you definitely should.
because it has a DC of 5.
You breathe that shit.
All right, takes an hour to make and eat.
All right, so you guys are just gathered around eating some beef stew.
Well, this is some pretty good beef too.
Yes, it is a simple stew made with chopped beef. It is filling and savory.
Definitely not better than Aramis's stew. Bradley's favorite thing to make.
Aramis cannot make stew canonically. He is bad at cooking.
Luckiest.
Only Eula is good at cooking.
Yeah, but Bradley's beef stew is really good.
All right. So 3 of us
Eula
are
literally is our mother. On this trip, because she is the only one who
Just
can.
take care of us.
If Eula wasn't here, we'd just be eating rations.
You guys would be out of rations by this point.
Yeah.
I could find some shit.
We're lucky I stocked up on food. It has no specific effects, by the way. You just get stew.
So provided it won't be the greatest, it would be a little bit better than rations. If there's like an area that provides food, I can find food every day.
Well, conveniently, you're in a place that doesn't really provide food.
I'm gonna find food.
Grub.
There's something here I can kill and we can eat it.
Grub. All right. You ready to feed stew?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Never mind.
You could kill a vampire and make vampire steaks.
Yeah.
Would that be,
I'm kidding.
would that be cannibalism or what?
The moment you went, yeah, I went,
That was that joke. I promise that was Ellie being stupid.
this would end up being the first time Scaras like, I don't know which family, but right now we are not touching each other. Cause it'd be a 3-on-3 and him just being like, I'm about to smack all fucking 6 of them.
I think I can take them.
Scaras would be like, I am taking all fucking 6 of these bitches right now, cause I'm about to slap them.
I feel like I could take at least one of your siblings.
Up the ass, maybe.
Yeah.
No. I have another whole shot.
Yeah, no. They'd still just fuck your ass.
No. All right, shall we continue?
That's why we don't
We
have a
ate
child.
stew.
It's why we don't have a children's channel.
Thanks, Yoda, for making us look good. That took me in my second one.
Aw, of course, darling. How did your stew taste?
You know what? This is the best fucking food I've had
What?
so
Yeah,
long.
I'm not swearing, I just slipped some shit into it.
Okay, just
If you want
to
to
make sure.
I am going to investigate it. I don't trust Eula. I don't get see shit. I agree that Eula did great. I got an 11. I'm just trusting Eula that I gave her compliments and she didn't fuck me over.
What did my salt and powder bag do?
Oh, shit.
I'm kidding. I didn't actually do anything.
No, he kept the crit.
I kept it, and I kept other bags. I've got a lot of drugs on me right now. If the guards found me, I would go to prison.
Eula kept the crit. She kept
For
the
crit,
mushrooms.
yes.
She took 3 of the vials of the spider venom shit.
I got drugs. I don't even know what the mushrooms do, but I got them.
Plus hallucinations.
Could have found out by putting them in the stew.
Yeah, I knows.
I know what the other two do. I think 'cause I accidentally took one of them.
He
Yeah.
tried to whap the
Not what? Wow.
whatever. He tried to do that with the crit and he definitely
Fucking
went,
snorted it.
It's not Wario, it's Wario.
wow. Yeah. Eula tried to be like, and definitely just went,
It's not the Wario walk, it's the Wario wave.
which crit, by the way, you literally only ever
Critically succeed,
critically
critically fail.
exceed or critically fail. It's a 50-50 chance. You have to roll it for everything you're doing.
Flip a coin, actually.
Yeah.
It's great.
It seems very hard to do. And it's paralysis and hallucinations. Issues.
Nice.
Oh, I know. Just in case you wanted to know.
Nice.
In case you were curious, drugs.
Kai knows a lot about drugs.
Kai takes a lot of drugs. He also
Kai-
carries a lot of drugs with him.
I have more than Yola has.
We could be prison buddies.
Okay, technically no. Most of mine are medicinal.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Most of them.
Well, then I'll deal them out, and then you deal out the remedies for the things I deal out. We can.
to be fair,
Wolf on Wall Street.
to
This.
be fair, Aramis, get to the table.
I need to get up and get around.
He's gonna wiggle. Hey, when
He's
you
gonna
wiggle, can you bring me a bottle of water, please?
I have a certain cat that is wanting attention now.
Oh, look, it's Stico.
This is the one we were talking about. This is the one that bled everywhere.
See, I told you he's fine. He's very.
He's fine after we
needy.
turn him into a cat.
Gee,
So are we gonna continue the session, by the way? Like,
Yeah, yeah. You spin me right around, baby, right around.
I'll spin it.
Yeah, we got you on video. Don't worry. Just rotate the pot.
Yeah, are we going to
Yeah,
really
continue.
go
Alright,
anywhere
cool.
today? Because it would be honestly really fun if we asked us to do this and we just make our heads a little bit more.
No.
Equilibrium is all kinds of fun.
That's what happens when you spin.
I know.
Aramis wouldn't know that though.
I was expecting this.
so are we playing D&D?
Yes,
or are we
continue to play the D&D.
go? Well, I don't know if you know this, honey, but like, I don't have an NPC that can just bust through,
Yes, you do.
just being like,
You do.
I say so.
Right.
You do. Don't message him.
Alright.
Do not look at him and send him a message. The answer is you don't have NPCs that can.
Rat lab. Rat blocker.
No.
Bradley blocker.
good boy.
Yeah, I will open your damn mouth, CJ.
Hey, what?
What? Hey,
Oh, did not touch my bottle to her leg.
He's
Right here. I just told.
not pleasant.
And he stuck it
Yeah.
right.
All right, so Eula tries to leave the tower.
It's not gonna work.
I keep shooting like
You was like, we gotta go.
Yeah, are we like leaving now? Did you even clean up your dishes? Like, how dare you?
it takes an hour to eat and everything.
Yes.
So yes, it's cleaned up in that hour.
All right.
Okay,
So
so
right around 4:30.
Oh, Jesus Christ, let me go. Hades fucking seed.
Just fucking nice.
I didn't know we were doing this for Hades.
Oh man, I can't say Jesus Christ, so that's what I said. I don't know they covered there. I'll open the door and I'll let them out. Out.
Guys,
That's been a running joke.
guys, I need y'all to not roam this place.
What do you mean by not girl?
There are places in this area that are don't go in. Just don't go in them. They're dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Do not go in them.
So at that point, why don't I just stay in the tower?
Why does this make me want to like go even more? Does it have an effect on you, darling?
On this side.
I feel kind of bad for causing what's just not so many problems yesterday. So honestly, you just give me a spot and I'll just stand there.
That was today,
Earlier
darling.
this morning.
That was this
It
morning.
was this morning.
Oh, well, I feel bad for giving what's his nuts trouble this morning.
Hodgebank, yes.
Yep.
Please, I also promised Hodgeman that I wouldn't talk to them fully alone, but I want to make it seem like I'm alone, so I want to talk to them.
So still.
I just want y'all to stay in the trees above the hill. And if it looks like I need help, then come help.
Very well.
Lead the way, darling.
Will you promise me you'll do it? I'm not making a fake promise. I just want to know.
I'm not gonna say that word in the Feywild.
It's a bad idea.
Tell me you strongly agree that you will do it, and then it'll make the same word. We'll change it to strongly agree, because I don't really actually want you to say promise, because honestly, I don't need another tattoo right now. I did a lot of this.
I can't say that I will for 100% certain comply with your request, however, I am strongly inclined to do so.
We will comply to the best of our abilities to satisfy your urges.
Desires,
Like, both horrible. What is it?
to satisfy your request.
By the way, throughout the night, whenever we were talking, me and Aramis was, do I have a new mark on me from the one thing that happened as you were entering the Prison of Thorns?
Yes, we have talked about this. I have not decided what it looks like.
All right, never mind.
Fuck off.
She's like, let me make choices.
All right, continuing.
Having fun with your friends over there.
It just happened, man.
It's cool. He needs cuddles and affection.
All the time.
You're more needy than my son.
I'm going to casually,
Can I get purple drink, please? Oh, you're up.
before we start a, well, not like we're speed running pace to get to them, because I can't, honestly, because of the dream, I'm kind of slow pacing this shit right now. Going to walk up to Kyle before we actually leave, while he's getting his power,
Mm-hmm.
and whisper to him, if you don't stay put where I asked y'all to stay and keep them staying there, I will not sleep near you or let you touch me for the longest time.
Oh no!
Okay, stay quiet. Yeah.
Stay put.
Who's the captain's bitch now?
I'm then going to
No longer feeling bear.
I'm then going to smile and start walking the direction we need to go,
No.
which is southeast. Y'all know that now.
He wants to interact.
I've made one too many comments about her family practice page.
Looking too. Both. As we're walking there, I'm going to continue to work with Aramis on identify.
No, it's identify, not identify.
Identify.
No, identify.
Identify.
I literally just told you it's not identify.
Identify.
So, what are you two doing while y'all engage in this?
We're going to, for once, remember we want to teach each other languages.
Nice.
I'm supposed to be doing it. What are we learning today? By teaching you.
All right.
Teaching me. You already know some.
Do you already know the word fuck?
I'm pulling situation. If we are no longer having to stay in one area, I'm pulling situation out.
No, we're not walking through a booby trap forest
Awesome.
right now, are we?
Situation comes out.
Megan?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
Situation and
Closer you get to your house, the more
Cairo
open there are, but
Yeah.
not.
Definitely. We definitely have them around our house.
situation and Cairo come out.
Okay,
Alright.
a little bit.
Vice goes out.
What do we need
Vice is
to-
gonna be on the shoulder.
I don't know, which one we want to learn? Do you want to learn or do you want me? Are you gonna ask me to teach you, or do you want to learn Sylvain, or do I want to learn Primordial 1? Honestly,
Well-
I'm honestly to the point where I'm not or I'm too focused on something, but you could ask me to learn Sylvain if you want to.
Yeah, I'll ask you to teach.
Okay.
Right now.
Well, then I am, as we're walking,
More
teaching
inclined
you
to
Sylvain.
do this.
Ooh. We have to roll to see if you
Cairo, anything for
For-
being pulled out in the
we don't have enough
wilderness?
hours. Is it for? I thought it was for like when you're finished, or is it just for now?
I think we had said that it was kind of off and on throughout. It was checking to see if you did it.
Yeah.
Well, it was in 18. Well, it's 21.
Huh?
You are hanging on every thread. What word are you doing an educator?
Beautiful. Go eat them all.
I don't know what I'm learning.
They're all yours.
A learner or give him a phrase?
I will permit a phrase.
I was assuming with the time limit that we had, if I'd be afraid.
How
Um,
much time did it go to your place?
30
Didn't
minutes.
say hours.
um. I'm trying to figure out, I'll think about it. I want to think about what spray.
Fill this in for later.
Does Cairo say anything to being pulled out in the wastelands?
Haru is concerningly quiet and just serving, occasionally smelling.
So, darling, enjoy your new environment for right now.
This place reeks of death.
Yes, that is very true.
And it's quiet.
This is actually our second time being here. The first time we came here, you were just kept in the bag, and we almost all died.
Is that why it smells bad?
Well, that was I'm guessing that was a far place away from here. But if this area is anything like our one small encounter, probably. There's like nothing alive here.
It makes my fur stand on edge.
Well, you're always welcome back in the bag if you so wish.
No, I'm okay,
All right.
I guess.
If you need to talk about anything, you can talk to me. The others can't hear it.
I don't need to talk.
I know.
Fucking anxious
I know we're not right now, but
Do you ever tell us what you wanted to be called?
I don't know. I think I told you she was Cairo at the beginning.
Mhm.
I haven't
That was
updated you
insane.
since. I haven't updated you since.
Nice, I'm gonna turn real quick and be like, Cairo, I'm sorry there's not mud for us to play in again.
I feel like the mud here would be cold.
What'd she say?
I feel like the mud here would be cold and rotty.
Yeah, probably.
Kyra's gonna kind of trot ahead of the party for a bit.
Cairo, please don't get too far ahead of us. There are traps.
Swish of the tail.
There are traps.
Swish of tail.
Cairo can't really understand you.
I never said like Kyra was responding, just
Yeah.
swish of tail.
Cairo, darling, please don't go too far ahead. You can die from traps.
Dental swish of tail.
Dental system only told me like this.
As long
it's
as you
fine.
acknowledge it, that's fine.
Adorable. Don't give Cairo.
I think you're the one that likes Kyra the most.
I literally played in the mud with her.
Nobody's fast with us.
Sure, Scara likes her the most.
Funny.
Because she didn't listen to you, love.
Got mud all over her, and I was like, please don't touch me. And she touched me.
So, 30 minutes pass. You come across a hill in the woods, and you look down and you see a small, almost cottage.
It's the gate of it.
Gate, small garden.
So about 4:30.
How far away is she wanting us to stay from the cabin? Like, how far are these woods she wanting us to stay in?
How far are you going to make us stay with?
Probably like
5 p.m. when we get there.
200 feet from the thing at the top of the hill.
Just Google, we can stay here. We can wait and we can watch and we will wait and we will watch.
Y'all have no idea what it is. But y'all are calling me like, we're gonna wait, we're gonna watch.
I think we should at least be a little closer because something does go down. Only me and one other person can get there like in an instant.
I don't think anything will go down.
Ethan?
I would really like for y'all to just stay at the top of the hill. Because we don't know how
I mean,
far their senses are and if they can sense you easier than what they used to be able to.
Are we gonna die?
I don't think we will.
Okay.
You're smirking, and I don't know why.
No reason.
And that's where we end tonight's session.
I was thinking that. Honestly.
I mean, I'm good. I'm kind of starting to tap out.
We'll always tap out.
Tonight's session.
But
If you're going to do shit, you better keep moving. It's 9:48. I told you had me till 10:30.
I know. Hermes, where are you going?
Throw away my popsicle. Reference.
There's a trash can beside you.
There's a lot of stuff on it.
Has shit on top of it.
I can reach the trash can over here then. Because the camera's not there.
I leave them at the top of the hill and start walking down the hill.
Okay.
And instead of going in the house or I'm going to walk to the very specific spot we always sit in our backyard to look at the stars and just sit down.
Ruth?
Nope, when we sit in the backyard.
I got a quick thing before you leave. And I'll do something before you leave.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Please don't die. And come back. And you have guidance, so whatever fucking happens, if we don't get there fast enough, at least maybe you won't die.
It only lasts for a minute, so.
Well, he's fast, so.
I love how I think we're just forgetting that I can just keep Misty stepping my ass away. Or Misty escaping my ass away. Especially if anyone hurts me or I hurt myself.
You can just don't.
You could try to do other things. You don't have to use it for saving yourself.
I know.
You can use it for investigation.
Oh. You're just waiting in the backyard?
Yep, I don't like the fact that you definitely sent something to Aramis and smiled.
I didn't.
And he went, and he looks downtrodden right now, like you stepped on him like a big puppy.
That's a good little puppy.
Him being the one person that was like, I'll make sure to stay still for you. I'll try my hardest. And now he's like, I'm not getting to stay still at night.
Yes.
It's already not a children's panel. Make it worse.
Come here.
Come here, big boy.
All right, let's roll.
Okay, let's see our like side conversation. So you're just waiting?
Mm-hmm.
The first one to walk out is going to be Alex.
I'm guessing we can't see any of this because it's apparently in the backyard.
I mean, if you guys technically were circled, it is in a valley, so you're still on the hill.
I'm circling.
Because we did have to watch him so we could stay away where he said,
I'm circling.
yeah, what do you?
I'm stealthing too. Let's
Roll
stealth.
a stealth check for me.
What about everybody?
You have a man who
You
definitely
want
has
us to
something
be
that he can do to give you a
I'm
flip.
stealthy.
I was gonna say, you have a man that can make you have a plus
Plus, we
10 to
all
shit.
probably both stealth sheets.
Yeah.
Yep.
Off the
You get your advantage thing because of your boots, remember?
28. Wait, shit, I have my cloak on. Still 28, that was worse. Oh shit, I don't like that though.
Jeez.
What'd you do? Probably something, yeah.
$43. I rolled a 17 plus 4 plus 12 plus 10.
Plus 12 and stuff.
Yeah, expertise. I got my other expertise, so I did it in stealth and sleight of
He
hand.
has made a very broken character when it comes to things that's not in combat.
I'm great outside of combat. I can't roll below a 25 on persuasion and deception.
She's gonna make it be like a 50 just for you one day.
So we just-
As nearly impossible to Eula impossible.
You are not impossible. 40.
Alright, so they stealth around, they see Alice is coming sit beside me.
Mm-hmm.
The very small figure. Who the fuck is that?
They don't, they see someone come sit beside me, they don't know that it's
I don't know
Alice.
who the fuck it is.
The fuck are you? No,
That's in character.
that is in character.
I hear
There's a little bit.
some moaning there.
Are you okay, darling?
I am fucking.
Yeah, I don't fully believe that, but okay.
Mhm.
Hey, my phone hasn't gone off, guys.
Let me check.
I mean, neither is mine for,
Oh yeah, you're right.
Look at us go. The no message squad. Stop whatting you?
not fucking with them.
It's just like in character, out of character, you know.
No, no, did you get a message from God?
He's kind of come up behind you. And he's going to make a noise. Something that he tends to do specifically when he wants one of you guys to know he's there. Because you know that motherfucker could just pop in front of you without even noticing. But he intentionally does make noises whenever he wants you to know where he is. What do you do?
I just casually look down at the ground where he usually sits right beside me and then look right back up.
He kind of takes a seat and then he just kind of hugs you. Took you a while to make it back home.
Not the easiest trek to get back here, and you know that, Alice.
I want you to keep an open mind.
While we're stealth up at the hill, I want to try to take the sapphires.
Let's fucking do this.
Would you be perceiving? I think it'd be passive protection, wouldn't it?
I mean, we try, so I'm paying attention to things that are happening, but it's going to be passive. So we shit roll.
33.
It took everything to work.
I got this sapphire.
So back to what you were doing.
A lot's happened. And honestly, we don't even have all of our answers. We're fucked up. Are you okay for them to come out?
I've been waiting for them.
Are you just gonna kind of turn and not even fully look, and he's just gonna kind of gesture? You hear the door open? Close. You hear them shuffling. And the lane walks in front of you a few feet away. And she kind of looks down. Not at you, but more at the ground. Ajax sits on the other side of you, and he just kind of leans against you. You see anything? You look.
I look up at her. Mhm.
Remember that little vampire girl she said she was trying?
Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
Your eyes catch on the wings that you standing high behind her. Torn to shreds and limply hanging.
You never see a doctor.
There you go.
Yeah.
Don't.
Love. It's love.
Oh, come on, I was just in the line of fire. Please don't whip me. You son of a
I wear you all the time.
Anyways,
Slurping.
this is a serious moment.
Okay, I'm sorry. Don't hurt me.
You can't be serious. We can in turn kick you out of the room because Eula hears none of this.
I know.
Anyways, and you do see a lot of, you see the shapes. You already know. Do you make any commentary on that?
Yeah.
I never asked.
About when or thing.
He ripped my heck.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't have no.
Okay.
A little bit down.
And she keeps looking at the floor. And she's not meeting
Just
your
really
eyes
missing
specifically, and she's trying to keep hers hidden beneath lashes. She looks paler than you remember. She's not wearing the same clothes she used to. It's all very dark. So bitterly, affectionately. You see, it almost looks like she tried to include colors that would represent all three of you in her
Anyway.
uniform. If you could even call it that.
Mm-hmm.
When more people came out the door, second two particularly. Remember that text? Yeah.
I don't know what to do while I'm just standing there being grumpy.
How do you think?
Remember, the particular situations that trigger reactions require interactions. I'm not saying you have to do it now. I'm just saying when it happens, you have to get that. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, man.
Job to don't have anything.
I know.
Okay.
I'm very acutely aware of that.
Oh,
Mommy.
yes, dungeon mommy.
Wait, what? Anyway, do you respond?
I don't remember what the response is. Hang on. Give me a minute.
Oh my god.
You mean to tell me that you've waited 2 months for this shit and you don't have it ready? It doesn't mean to you that you can't explain to me you don't have this shit. I love you.
I have never seen daggers more than this moment right over here.
I mean, he do got a point though.
That was like, I'm gonna kill you in real life.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. That just came out.
Oh no.
I am going to stab him.
We love you. We care for you. Your thighs are amazing.
They are.
A little bit of a smile there. I saw it. It worked.
Very, very sexy, and you care about Megan so much.
You get like that. I've been in prison confidence. Like, I served my name. Like, you come and take me.
All right, I'm sorry. Continue.
We're gonna shut up. We're all shutting up.
Because it's a coping mechanism. It helps
Because,
you with stress.
because humor is timing plus something else. I don't know.
Okay.
Did you?
It seems for theory.
We're all going to Hades.
Starlight, look at me.
And she's just going to kind of heave a big sigh and she's going to finally look at you. Golden eyes turn crimson red.
I'm just gonna keep looking into her eyes.
And she's going to kind of wince under the pressure. It's not going to mean much, but I actually didn't remember you guys. Not till very recently, actually. I'm sorry I made you wait. I'm gonna say that I did remember. It's not. My time trying to be bonded to you the way I was supposed to be. Takes a few memories. Who was on?
Probably.
And she's going to kind of just duck away feet and like. I didn't remember anything for the first few years, but I would have flashes. After a while. I still don't even remember everything. I just remember a few months before I ever got turned. It's all the memories I have of you guys.
Who did this to you, sis?
Turn me? Or kill me?
Both. I'd really love to know who did this to you and all. Who took you away from us for so long?
Kill me, I don't know. I quick for that. Turn me. More complicated. They're not actually, at least at the time, they weren't actually a vampire. They just used remnant venom from one who killed me. Turned me that way. He pretty much just kept me alive to actually take the transformation.
But the person who turned you just so happened to be someone who tends to pop up everywhere as a shadow.
How do you know about that?
My dearest friend, who's been on this trip with me, just so happens to know him.
You think it's going well down
Wanted to get
Okay, let's switch to that.
Sorry.
I haven't moved.
No, that was just someone. It would be an ideal time to be.
Trying to remember all the things I'm supposed to do.
Oh gosh.
I know, I'm.
Bradley, this is where we take notes.
This is not a take notes thing.
I don't think this is a big thing. I think this was God decided your fate. Yes. So tells me if your dad comes back again, I'm never gonna have your dad over for visits. I'm tired of him.
If his dad is the one who changed the lane, I will murder his father. before you get to invite his father.
That's gonna happen.
We're never inviting him over.
I'm just saying his father will probably be dead by the end of this thing if I can figure out a way to do it.
not choose to be reborn into this shell with magic cancer.
Imagine if we like customized our cartoon humanity game and instead of only kids with ass cancer, it was kids with magic cancer.
It would just be a whole bunch of Aramis quotes. Let's be honest.
Anyway,
I'm not racist. Oh no, I'm racist.
two separate cars that get played together.
Blank and blank. I'm not racist. Oh no, I'm racist. All right.
Fine. I am fucking fine. Don't. Why are you so worried about me all of a sudden?
I'm fairly certain you said that out loud, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, I've always been worried about you driving. But if you think it's fine down there, then
You don't have to. I am perfectly capable of taking care of myself. If I have a problem, I blow it up.
fair enough.
So back to this one. Because apparently Aramis is just fine.
I might not agree with methods, but I've come to accept what happened because I'm still. Oh, that's not the good word for it.
Here.
Here? If it wasn't for his experimental methods, I'd still be under that rock you have over there, wouldn't I?
There's a lot that I'm already mad at this man for doing, and it's not for keeping you back or giving you back to me.
And she's going to kind of like take a step forward and kind of reach up, and she's going to kind of be like, that's when she's going to kind of look down and notice like her hands are not the same as whenever she last left you.
I'm gonna just,
Fold icy fingers
the
in place
moment
with
I see
flashing
her like
claws.
flinch to touch me, I'm just gonna stand up and grab her and hug her. You just
Sounds
pull
different.
her into the,
Like, she's not going to.
She's going to stiffen.
Do you think that's an attack or a hug?
And she's going to very gently like cry. And it's going to pretty much escalate almost immediately into just straight up sobbing. And she's gonna just mutter, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't remember you guys sooner. I'm sorry I died. I'm sorry I wasn't a strong enough healer to even kill myself for you guys. I'm sorry I made you worry. I'm sorry I made you bury me.
I just keep pulling. Every time she says sorry, I just literally try to pull her closer than I already am, even though it's literally, there's no space between us.
You can't kill her again.
I'm not choking her.
Crushes a rib
I didn't
cage.
go like this around her head. Like,
Yeah,
And
no,
she's
you can go
going
for the
to-
rib cage and just puncture a lung.
I kind of mutter, I'm
She
sorry.
needs
I
one.
couldn't tell you that I was
Do you like
trying to
drink? Do you like to
bond with you guys.
I'm gonna,
Sorry. Sorry.
I'm gonna like stand back and like grab her face and be like, oh, you know, I'm not mad at you.
You're not happy.
I'm not happy that you got changed, but you're here. Somehow you're still beautiful even with red eyes. It's confusing. Sorry, I had to be the brother that I always am. I can't, just give you a compliment.
But I'm a monster. And you know that.
I lost control. Alex just had to bring me back by talking to me through our bond. I went full archfey. We're all monsters. We signed on to that. When we joined our order, Elaine.
Oddly enough, I've never had to go through the pain of burying any of you.
You
I
know,
feel like I'm a bit more monstrous than you are right now.
I don't hold you dying against you, Elaine. You know how many people I buried that I cared about. Yeah, it
And
fucking hurt,
honest.
but I actually got you back.
After some years.
Yeah, man, really fucking hard years. You know how much I had to hold Alatus? It broke me to see him broken.
Stealth rolls, all of you.
Ooh.
And you better pray y'all roll damn good.
We still want to pass about a trade?
Yep, last for an hour.
Agreed.
You did not roll very good.
18?
Mhm.
Hey, I rolled a 5, okay? I done 3, because I'm definitely getting myself. It's been past a minute for his shit.
29.
Way to go, baby. There you go.
40.
All right, we're officially coming under setting a DC. You are impossible. 45.
40. All I have to do is roll
Her.
a 19 and a D4 for
He was going to kind of like, and she's gonna slowly turn.
I'm like, what do you think you hear?
There's someone on the top of the hill.
I know there's people somewhere on the top of the hill. They're with me.
Were you scared I was going to hurt you?
No, they've been traveling with me this whole time. I wanted to talk to y'all before I allowed them to come down.
Is she still staring at the top of the hill?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, there's a fog cloud up there now. It's just a slow fog that rolls out from the trees.
Very conspicuous. I rolled a natural 20.
I'm
There's a fog that just kind of rolls out. From
I'm
the
just
hill.
gonna start shaking my head and be like, here's an Earth Genasi up there, a green dragonborn, and a suit of armor.
Well, I think I saw the dynasty.
Oh, nice. Yeah. You know something interesting about the Genasi? It's my boyfriend, guys. I said that out loud, but also you can hear it that are sitting there.
That was the challenging part of being 3 people at once. Let's go. Pause. I need
How far is the house from us?
No, but guess what?
200 feet away.
Good.
Are we going down there?
The fog cloud's out. You do whatever you want.
Yes, that's why I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, let's go down.
Hang on. Because this is happening at the same time y'all are, so
Yeah.
Steve would have to.
That's why we're having our conversation
Yeah.
right now, so she can do that.
yeah.
Do you want to have a little bit of fun, darling?
No.
What about you?
What the fuck don't have this?
It's always fun to come in from away and put on its back.
I was told to wait. I kind of do want to wait because things will happen if I don't wait.
I'm going. I'll come on.
We're going.
You said they'll forgive you, didn't you?
It's not looking great. They saw us, so like it's not like we're being stealthy anymore. It's all me. I know she.
I'm gonna cast another spell.
You gotta give it a minute.
Yeah.
All this stuff is happening before you cast another spell.
Are you gonna switch?
Elaine, good.
She is going to switch
I
it.
love it.
They can't see it on the thing, but it says Elaine.
Yes, this was a small toy.
Elaine, Ajax.
All right.
Reading that one, bro.
Yes. She's a vampire. Go.
All right.
The reaction to me going, there's Nazi is my boyfriend.
That explains a lot of the feelings that you were sending.
Maybe. I started blushing hardcore. Not Ajax. Now my brother I heard nothing from and still have not. This is the first time I heard him talk to me.
About time you got laid with some feelings.
I'm just going to like detach from her and turn and look at him and go, first words you've said to me since you went missing. First words you've said to me.
Sorry, should I say, honey, I'm home?
Yes, thank you. It made me feel better.
You guys are being loud.
Love you too. Love you too.
He's gonna go over to Elaine and just wrap his arms around her like he's still can't quite wrap his hand around the fact that, you know, she's not dead.
I'm gonna casually like take a step back towards Ajax and be like, you got your girl back, baby. I'm so proud of you. Hey, you want to do me a favor though with this?
Probably not.
No, I think you'll enjoy it.
I doubt it.
No, I promise you. You know you love messing with people.
Now I'm interested.
There's a dragon boy out there.
Don't you turn these competitions.
There's a dragonborn out there. Fuck around with her for a little bit.
Oh.
Do I kill it?
No. She's
You can try.
a friend. I just want you to mess with her.
Friend.
She likes to try to get into things and gets into a lot of trouble or just does things that she thinks is interesting and don't think that she knows what who she's messing with that lives in this house. I think we should
I'm still gonna
I think we should show her what our family can do.
I don't know until she gets close. I'm not. I don't know.
I know. Then
No. The third thing I should say to you is I fucked up. A bit.
yeah. Bro,
Would
how
you-
But
What?
if I hadn't fucked up, she wouldn't have started remembering.
so okay. It's a good point. But
Good point, but
how were you the only fucking adult taken with a bunch of kids? Did you follow them?
It wasn't taken until after I just rescued them.
So so Hogme got onto me for always doing shit on my own. For you to me have to go find your bitch ass because you did shit on your own.
I don't remember the Hajime as much. I don't wish fucked up.
I literally got to the house.
That boyfriend.
What's our way down? Because we said we were going down there.
You know what? You know what?
100-ish.
You know what?
Whenever I'm going down there, you don't see a green dragonborn coming down there.
So we can still stealth you because Path is out of tricks.
Yeah, you can still.
You know what, Ajax?
She
Pause.
saw us and then she did.
Are you guys paying attention as you guys walk?
Oh no! I'm not.
Hi.
I'm not walking down the hill.
How far are you going down? You're
Flying.
aren't you? Good. You don't have to go tricks if you're 30 feet away from me.
I know that's why. Well, I'm not flying either. I was asking if you wanted to have some fun.
Oh, I mean, we never
I
finished
need
the
Did you
Answer
say yes?
this.
Did you say yes?
I did say yes.
Awesome.
We're magicking this shit, aren't we?
We're on top of the house.
Nice.
Dimension door
How's that?
on the back side of the house where they can't see us, but we're dimensioning doors. to
In
the-
his bedroom, isn't that like roof sort of shit up there?
So we're still being stealth and everything.
One side of it is the classroom.
What's your question?
18. You want me to roll? I was paying attention.
Nice. So what I was going to finish because I did that was I was going to look at Ajax and go, "You want to go surprise my boyfriend for me? You also like fucking with people, and I feel like you haven't gotten to do that in a while."
10 seconds. Roll a deck saving throw.
No,
Beautiful.
they're on the roof.
Both of us in.
Nice.
Disadvantage.
Well, I'm dead. Yep.
23.
With disadvantage.
17 and a 15.
3. I rolled a 2 and then a 1.
23. Slide to the left. Yeah, Malachi gets hit in the face. Literally, me just jumps out, sees it coming, slides over. Malachi just gets smacked.
I wasn't prepared for your dimension doing bullshit.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill me, aren't you? It hurts though.
15 points
That's not
of fire damage.
ouch.
You take half.
Half of 15.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant.
So I take 7 or 8?
8.
8.
You, because you rolled so piss poorly,
I'm sorry.
managed to somehow lose your footing in the little blast and just clean slide pretty much slowly towards falling off of the roof. I will permit you one chance to try to catch the edge of the roof if you so wish.
I'm
But
imagining
it will be an athletics check.
I'm imagining it's just like
Disadvantage.
falls, him sliding down. Eula's just like,
This is horrible. I'm not gonna roll worse than that. Again, this one is.
You got another
I
nap.
got a 20 when I rolled it back over there. Fuck that. But it's an 8. Yeah, I fall
This is a 2-story building.
Two-story building.
you're like waving and letting you go.
Tried to save you. Watch me.
We're stealthing here. I can't,
Bitch, you're gonna lose your passing on the transport the fall.
You also didn't stealth very well.
Can I try to grab him with my tail as he slides by? I rolled a 40.
And
Sorry.
That's pretty good. Nice.
I rolled 3.
I rolled a 40. They still know where I am. Hopefully.
But your passive penetration is no longer active once he hits the ground.
No, can I try to catch him with my tail?
It will be disadvantaged.
That's all right.
Please catch me.
Athletics check.
This is gonna hurt.
This is going to roll a natural one, by the way.
Probably. Honestly, that's what I rolled
Roll
mine.
12
Eh,
and a 17.
okay.
So athletics, 19.
There was a 20.
Yeah, let me make sure that's correct. 12 plus 7 is 19, yeah.
Just barely misses me.
I had looked at the word hard and I was like, that's it.
This is hard. As I miss you, I'm just like,
Just never like, oh, Jack one, never go down.
it was like, I tried, sorry, bye.
How does fall damage work?
It's
Don't
like
hurt.
5 feet or whatever. It's like, I think it's 10 feet.
Behind John. Oh, God. What the fuck is it? Isn't it on this?
Nobody knows.
Encounter distance.
So do you enjoy the chaos that is happening in this area?
I enjoy less of the chaos. You fuck you.
It's not my fault.
You didn't fence me. You just dumped me through there.
I
You didn't
tried.
tell me where to go, and I probably shouldn't have said yes. But you're like, fuck it, let's go fuck with them. I didn't expect roof.
I tried.
Right. Now I cannot remember how you calculate fall damage.
Hmm.
I'm on the roof.
This is why we have the amazing thing called the
I'm
Jiggle.
already there.
All right.
5 egg calculator. 1d6 for every 10 fallen.
You just on a 2-story house.
That's what, 30 feet, 40? Or 2 stars. On average. Probably about there.
You can only max out at 20d6.
Cool, it's not that much.
You fall 500 feet around.
30 feet for the
500
actual
feet.
Like
Huh?
house and roof.
Yes.
25 feet.
Yeah, I was like, it's not, it's 2 stories.
Yeah, it's 25 feet. So 3d6 fall damage.
Are you rolling it? Am I rolling it? You're the one.
You can roll it.
I don't trust myself.
Here, I'll roll your 2d6 fall damage. You
No,
fell off my
roll
house.
fucking Good.
No, I rolled 2 ones.
I rolled a 5 and a 3.
Whoever you want.
I'll take one of her ones and one of my 4s.
Something's not bad.
So I just hear an audible thump behind me.
Behind.
Gonna-
Well, behind Elitis and Ajax.
Well, if it's only 25 feet, it's a 30-foot radius for across the trace. Would I lose it?
Yes.
Come on.
Fell 25 feet.
He fell 25 feet after he slid on the roof. So he
Fine.
only slid a good 5 and then dropped 25. So,
Fine.
Not bad.
That's fine. We still have a 30 now.
um,
Oh.
he'd be behind us because Alice and Elaine are in front of me.
But no,
The house is behind
he
me.
fell
I
at
know.
the front of the house, so he'd be at the door, the front
Yeah.
door.
So you guys
No.
are at the back.
Yeah, I put
The
us.
other way.
If the roof was like this and y'all are on this side, I put us on this side of the roof.
Okay,
You
so
did not specify that.
I said I put it on the back of the house.
The back of the house is where we are.
My bad.
So you
What I'm
specified
thinking-
you dropped on the side we are.
What I'm thinking is I'm not dropping on the side they are. I'm dropping where the point of the house is still covering us to try to
Okay.
do like a hidden thing.
Close under the front.
You're in the front
Nice.
seat. You're in the front. Right?
I think I caught one.
Nice. We should go figure it out.
Nope, or. I don't trust.
So are we good? Yeah, we all looking at dodging me, right?
Just gonna walk over there, put my hand out for him, pick him up, look at him, hug him, and then go, "You're fucking stupid," and slap the shit out of his head. And then walk to go figure out who fell off our roof.
I think we have stuff, but let's go.
We gotta figure out who was on our roof. I have a feeling I know who was on our roof, but we should go just
Well, they're
make
having
sure
this
that we know who's on the
message.
roof.
Remember, don't rat the other person out just because someone got caught. What is your response? I message back. I'll pay you.
We're gonna turn the corner of our house, see him on the ground, and I'm just gonna.
My grave.
I'll pay you.
Yeah, we should. We're just gonna have these conversations. We're leaving. Like, let me sure remove your grade though.
Would it be disrespectful to just?
How's it disrespectful to remove your grade when you're not there?
Well, I meant that's not what I was saying. Would it be disrespectful to just like hold on to it for future use?
You know what?
Did you agree
No.
with me to do it
We should just
for the
leave it
pay
there.
thing?
We could
No.
just go ahead and put
Awesome.
all of ours there.
You're polymorphed. Yeah, you can try to resist it. Do you wish to resist the polymorph? Do
It's
you?
not gonna fail the shit.
All right, make it. All right.
What if they step on him?
He'll go right back to his normal form.
Yeah, I mean, if it drops to 0, then me again.
And your boyfriend stepped on you.
So you wouldn't still love me.
Make a wisdom save. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, cool. Nice. That's not great. 13.
You failed.
I'm a caterpillar, guys.
You're a caterpillar, and you have the stats of a caterpillar. So you have like negative intelligence. You're like, that's a good leaf.
What leaf?
The garden leaf. I don't know.
No leaves.
You didn't land him in our garden.
It's a caterpillar on the ground. It's fine. It's a brown one.
I thought you said everything around your yard was still growing now.
Kind of. I mean, no.
So there-
well,
Not enough to have a caterpillar.
You're a brown caterpillar. Something that like blends into the surrounding area.
Kind of stick for me.
You'll be fine.
My immediate reaction is, so you wouldn't still love me if I said
going to turn the corner to our house and be like,
You see nothing.
It's a caterpillar.
she'd be like, the. Hey, Dix, Alice, you said you got someone, right?
What's your stealth as a caterpillar?
Nothing. They can't tell me.
I don't know. You're gonna find me, but I'm still big.
He's small. You're not a worm, you're a caterpillar. It's a tiny creature, so it's hard to find.
Not from a hunter.
He found his caterpillar.
Not from
You're getting-
literal hunters.
You know, I feel like you have advantage on his stealth check, seeing how I blended him to his surroundings.
You'll be
We're gonna
confused like a caterpillar.
Yeah, be confused because you never see the bug in the yard.
Yes. Once again, you're in a wasteland. We don't have bugs.
You got him now.
You got caterpillars.
It would have been better if
No,
you
it's caterpillars.
You got
So keep going. What are you doing? Say Alice is gonna go walk up to bug. A
Got
bug?
it.
A bug?
Yeah, let's see how this goes.
No! We should not put it in our
Sky, you were just like freaking out.
So number one,
Look at the damage when you're hurt back.
something out to you. Let me point something out.
I'm gonna be in his mouth.
Yeah.
So there's options here. One,
That's just a
that's
caterpillar.
probably my boyfriend. Two,
Bullshit.
you
I'm not kidding. You wouldn't know that shit.
no, hang on. You can do this like teleporting door thing. She could be somewhere nearby. And I know she could change him into things. That could be my boyfriend.
Or Aramis. Or you.
You don't know it's me.
It could be anybody.
I acted that. That's why I said it could be. Did he bite him?
All right, do it. Do it. Scar.
Hopefully none of ours.
Investigates.
If you're so concerned about it, you bite him.
Okay.
Man, I wanted to be you.
Ah! Whose car?
Are they going to eat? Shit. What the fuck, you guys? That's not.
Son of ours.
You had to open the damn thing to figure that out?
It's the gray, it's the brown grayish one there.
Nice.
If that's what the sound was originating from.
The husky below us does not appreciate it. He is singing the song of his people if you listen quiet. Close enough.
Oh, it just went off, everybody just turned it.
All right,
We're back.
so back to the fact that Scara went, sure.
We'll figure out which one of your dumb friends it is.
I literally just like barely laughed.
Eat a bug.
Like I literally only have to stick my tooth to you. You probably got like 4 HP.
You probably have one because a rat has only one.
Yeah, so literally like I can just like a tooth and he's gone.
You just also drop him.
He's probably gonna draw me as soon as I turn back.
I mean, Alex is still holding
how
you.
much of the caterpillar is in your body? Because
No,
that's
literally, Alex is holding him, and I went, eh. So nothing is in my body. I went, eh, and then went off.
If you don't want to bite him, I can stab him.
No, we don't need to. Literally, my tooth would have done it. He has 1 HP. If the temperatures can walk up and go and do 1 HP, my tooth can do 1 HP.
He's got skin. Caterpillars are kind of
1
resistant.
second.
You have to specify bites me. You could.
Hey, there's so many other options besides bite him.
Because Alex was gonna eat him.
What the? Let's come back and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Steve on the left side.
I'm thinking I'm gonna go check.
You can go and check. I'm pretty sure it's not yours. Be safe. I didn't hear it coming from the right side.
Let's say I'm
That's a
not.
giant caterpillar. I need a normal caterpillar.
What is the giant caterpillar stats? I'm curious now.
They have 10 HP.
What?
A normal caterpillar or
Giant.
Oh,
Oh, I was about to say.
Giant
Yeah,
caterpillar.
sturdy caterpillar.
he's
Big
ours.
cat.
Fuck you, Eula. I won't take your stupid money, so you turn me into a caterpillar?
You're not going exploring.
Yeah, like pretty much all of your stats are 0 or a minus something.
That's fine. I'm aware that I'm.
Hey, caterpillars have advantage on stealth.
They picked me up and tried to eat me, Yola.
They have advantage on
I would
stealth.
think so.
They have advantage on stealth, and they have a +5 to stealth.
Wow.
So does
That's a
my
giant caterpillar, though.
I know, but that's kind of funny to
I have
me.
a
does my
A giant caterpillar.
So
can
I'm
sneak
gonna
behind
assume you
people.
lose your little HP
Yeah.
and probably revert. Any response from Eula who watched this go down?
Yula's just basically like looking at it and like still hiding. But if Kai wants to look up, he just see.
I did, I definitely am.
Well, the moment he comes back, I go, well, guys, this is my boyfriend.
Yula hides up on my thing.
Caterpillar.
He's not a caterpillar.
He's not smart.
No, I'm assuming he trusted one of our other people, and it was not the smartest idea for him
It's
to
on
do.
your
No, I was
fucking
talking about for dating you.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
Alice. Love you too.
room.
I mean, honestly, you're kind of the worst of us all. At least he
Sure.
has the edgy, quiet emo thing going for him.
What do you have going for you?
Honestly, the charm, honey. You simultaneously get the worst of both of us. Emo, quiet, but you're still loud. You don't even have the charm to back it up.
We literally are the same amount of charming.
No, it's just loud.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're still emo, though.
Yeah.
I guess
Hello-
at least
hello,
different
Aaron.
place.
It happens every time. This is Aramis. this is
Dark villain.
our color.
Are you standing or are you just. Alex is just like,
I assume
I'm
that
around.
would have dropped.
You know that,
Yeah, I don't think you drop when the weight hits.
Yeah, because the way you guys were holding me, I don't
you know
know.
that,
so you're casually just being circled. So what?
you know that gray card that's right in the middle of our patio?
Yeah.
It's that one.
Whose
Yeah,
car
well,
is it?
it's
It's
not
still going
mine.
on.
We don't know. It's someone else's that lives here.
After their removes weight, trying to figure out what it is.
Literally, I'm just gonna, like, we're all gonna, like, I'm gonna look down.
Late on though.
I know. Like
Yeah.
if it's a car alarm, it should just be like going off.
Mhm.
It
Not
sounds like a
just
horn.
And this they last for I think they last for 20 minutes before they go out.
it's a ghost.
I'm gonna look down.
Hey, don't make me
Guys.
Yes, continue.
I'm just gonna look down and like reach down and get Kai up and be like, so babe, this is Alice's, this one's Ajax, and this is Elaine.
He has holy water on him.
Is probably glowing in some shit.
Let's just squirt.
The government's up.
It's just
Gonna cover this up.
Need to sit past you to the rest.
Holy symbol here.
I'm gonna stealth behind the one that picked him up and try to bite him.
Yes.
I'm coming down from the roof and stealthing behind, or doing the best I can.
Babe, she's not gonna attack you for. I promise you don't have to cut her up yourself.
That's what I'm covering it up. Typically, when I'm near undead and shit that I'm supposed to do, my thing starts going. Tell me, hey, you have a job to do. Hey, you have a job to
Do
do.
your job. Do your job.
It's probably not very nice to meet me for you, huh?
Put him back down. So you can focus that you're wanting to do things as
I know. I'm waiting.
Hmm,
I'm very focused.
I am visibly uncomfortable. Also, ow. You bit me.
Don't be fucking stupid. Also,
It was just a little
Also-
scary.
It seems
You
like
get a
he
raise.
is fucking stupid, but you know,
Didn't
whatever.
give me an order. And, like, they saw me. She saw me.
Was this really the best you could do?
Who are you right now? I'm sorry, you did.
Ajax.
You're good, you're good. No.
Yes, we are Ajax. This is beautiful.
Ah. Means you good at that one.
You're really pretty. I'm sure you could get someone better.
Ajax!
Yeah, I mean. Shit.
Why did I come looking for you? You've only ever been mean to me.
Like literally,
You're
the whole
into
time I've known him, he's been looking for you.
Oh, you do care.
He's trying to run off alone doing stupid shit.
Hey, that's against the fucking order.
Backhanded shit out of it. We're gonna be dusting on the floor. He tells me it's against the order one more fucking time.
Honestly, it's like we never even trained him.
He's being tackled. He was going down. I'm done with this bitch after all of
Fuck, you were traumatized. 10 months, Megan. Session tonight, folks.
No, he's gonna let you do her shit real quick.
Oh, okay, proceed.
I was stealthing behind the person who picked them up. It was like trying to bite him the first time.
So Alex,
Yeah.
That would have been happening at the same time, so
Mhm.
that's why I suggested it happen.
31.
Do you have the stat stuff?
we haven't increased any with shit.
I told you do.
Huh?
I told you do.
Yeah, we've leveled up a lot since the last time I leveled them up.
Give me a sec. Let me see your shit so I know where to go first.
Yeah, this bitch is still level 8.
So I lied. You guys are gonna be a little bit higher level when you met him. Anyways, hand it here. Real quick. Oh yeah. I can work with that. Sorry. Do you have a problem?
Yes, I want to hide.
You always want to hide and make it more dramatic than me.
Of course
Then,
I
like,
do. I'm a bard.
That is a natural 20. Let's just That's 27.
Yes. Hidden.
Okay. I can do nothing to respond to that.
Okay. How tall is he?
We're all literally 5'7",
Except for
except for Elaine, who is 5'4".
Nice.
We are all
Whenever I
short
get
compared to you.
whenever I get back to him, I'm just gonna oop, arms on shoulders, hands on his head, lean down. So so nice to finally meet all y'all.
figured you'd be the one that would have triggered it. Explosion responds to weight. He's not heavy enough to trigger that much.
Except guys.
Apparently. We should probably go get Aramis. He's in a fog cloud or walking down the hill. One of the two.
I mean, I assume we'd be walking down. You told me we were going there.
Let's go. I'm gonna go check on him. Then I just walk that way.
I told you I thought Eula was probably the other one here.
He's gonna turn around and be like, "Nice to meet you. How'd you feel about your warm welcoming to my house?"
Better than a cold one.
He's gonna turn.
Oh, I was walking back to where Aramis was. So
This was like right before you walked
Right
up.
before.
Mm-hmm.
Insight into this hand.
Okay.
Cocked.
You have a lot of cocked dice.
I
He
roll
rolls
them
them on
back
top of his other
into my
dice.
other dice. I try to keep them in one corner and not always roll to it, but it doesn't always work. 24.
That's the case, you should keep them in that corner, because you always roll towards this side.
I try to keep them like this, just against the top.
As far as you can tell. Sincerely, just trying to shake your hand.
Okay. Then we're good. Shake hand back.
Grip. Almost concerningly.
Firm grip back, I guess.
Twice.
We're about to get to this power move of just staring at each other, like gripping hard into each other's hands.
What's gonna give first?
Loud personality attracts louder personality.
I honestly, at this point, I still don't know how any of us are together.
You're together with more than
I meant how they're traveling with me.
It could have to do with the, commission we took.
You mean the one where I was only trying to look for Ajax?
Probably.
Well, then you were missing.
Oh, so this is the one that we're missing with the kid. So we're
Also, I don't know why I tried to answer this. I currently tackled Ajax the moment you said that. So I guess I'm like, you mean the one where I'm only here for this bitch, and then you just go right back into
Awesome.
We'll continue next.
So you know where the kids are?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll start out here Tuesday
Take your name.
because it is
Bye.
20 minutes.
Yeah. Say your goodbyes to the screen, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
I don't know.
Everybody says bye too.